Saturday saw the Barren County Trojanettes pick up a 50-28 win over Cumberland County in the State Farm 4th Region Challenge at Bowling Green, while the Trojans hosted LaRue County in the Don Franklin Glasgow Trojans Hoops Classic, falling to the Hawks 74-53. Tonight, it's homecoming at Barren County High as the Trojans and Trojanettes take on South Warren. It's the last home doubleheader for the 2024 portion of the season. Hi, everybody, from Bobby Steenbergen Court at Barren County High School Gym. This is Jay Turner alongside Robert Bauer. Jake Norris is our studio producer, with Aaron Russell heading up the live stream. And this is the Don Franklin Glasgow countdown to tip-off. In game one of our doubleheader, 10th-year coach Piper Lindsay's Trojanettes are 4-1 on the season, while 7th-year coach Lane Embry's Lady-Spartans are winless in 4 starts, with losses to Warren East 53-51, Metcalfe County 68-52, Allen County Scottsville 74-53, and Glasgow 30-25. South Warren's leading scorer McLean Hudson did not play in the past 2 games as she was on a softball trip. Of course, Hudson, who's only a junior, is one of the top softball players in the state of Kentucky for South Warren, who was the state runner-up last year, and a team that defeated Barren County in the region final just 4-2 back in late May. She's not a bad basketball player either, though. She averages 27 points in the first 2 games she's played in. She had 24 against Warren East and 30 against Metcalfe County. And, of course, South Warren competes in District 14 against Bowling Green, Greenwood, and Warren Central. They were not ranked in this week's top 10 of the Bowling Green Daily News Prep Poll. Barren County moved up to number 2 in the poll this week behind number 1 Franklin Simpson. South Warren, which became a high school in 2010, has never won the 4th region and has only been to the final 1 time back in 2018, where they finished with their best record of 31-4. They have won 3 District 14 championships and been to the regional tournament 9 times. Barren County has defeated South Warren in girls basketball 6 of the last 7 games, winning last year in nail-biter 46-45. So, Robert, I guess some of the J&J Sales keys to the game tonight is to slow down McLean Hudson, even though she is not starting tonight, but we'll probably see her out of the court.
I'd say you'll see her quickly. They're a much different team with her. She kind of runs the show. She can shoot the basketball. She loves to attack as well. So you can't just take away one component of her game, because if you run out on her, she's going to put it on the deck and go by you, and if you give her to shoot it. So, she scores a ton, and frankly, she's probably responsible for half, if not more than half, of their offense. So they're a completely different team. You can't take anything away from the scores in the last couple of games. Allen 21, Glasgow 5-point defeat. You can't really look at that without her. So last year we did a great job on her. Only 1 by 1, but we held her to 10. She's not only a great offensive player, but she's also going to disrupt things defensively. So do they have other players? Yes, they do. They've got some size with the Fugate girl who averages 6 and 6 and disrupt things a little bit. If we play like we play against Warren East, I think we're going to be competitive in just about all of our games that we have left. So I think we follow it up with a great performance against Cumberland County too. But ultimately, when it comes down to it, we're only scoring, if you take the Caverna game out, which is more of an anomaly than anything, I think we're not scoring points. Just to be honest with you, we scored 53 points a game without the Caverna. That's just 13 points a quarter. You're going to be well off as long as your defense plays really well, but games are always going to be closer. You're going to have a hard time pulling away from people when you're not scoring very many points, because there's just not enough margin there on the scoreboard if you can't put up enough points. So I think tonight is important to know who to help off of when you're helping on Hudson, know who to leave open. They got a couple kids that can shoot it. The Stroke kid, the Overbay girl who's a senior, can shoot it a little bit. So ultimately, we have to know who to help off of. We have to know where Hudson is at all times. And I think offensively, we have to continue to attack in transition and don't settle for 3-point jump shots. I'm sure they'll play us a little bit of zone, like we better just get accustomed to seeing a whole lot this year.
Yeah. Well, we've got more to come on Countdown to Tip-Off, brought to you by Don Franklin Chevrolet Cadillac Nissan in Glasgow. Score big with huge savings at Don Franklin in Glasgow. We'll come back with more. Barren County Trojanettes taking on South Warren in Game 1, and the Barren County Trojans and the South Warren Spartans Game 2 here on Homecoming Night 2024. We'll return after this break. This is Barren County Basketball on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Hey, son, what you doing?
Daddy, I'm going to own a dealership one day.
All right, I'll dream with you.
From one small dream to over 25 dealerships in the state of Kentucky, we have set out to provide Kentuckians with reliable vehicles and the best customer service for over 50 years. This may have started with a simple dream, but our dedication to our customers will go on for generations.
This December, the Glasgow EPB and American Cable, your local authorized Dish Network retailer, are teaming up to bring you big savings. With American Cable and Glasgow EPB Internet, TV packages start at only $91.99 a month with a 2-year price guarantee, and you will also receive 2 years of Netflix absolutely free, while also being entered for a chance to win a 65-inch 4K LG Smart TV. Call 270-651-8341 or 270-847-4542 today.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
As the Lady-Spartans are averaging just a little over 45 points a game at 45.3, but they give up 56.3. They shoot only 31% from the field, and they have made 20 three-point shots so far this year, and shooting just 26.3%, an average of 5 per game. They shoot 58% from the foul line as a team, and they average 35 rebounds in the game. Barren County Trojanettes are averaging 58.2 points a game, holding their opponents to 40.2. They shoot 40% from the field overall. They've made 21 threes out of 66 attempts for 31.8%, an average of 4 trays per game, 68% from the foul line, and 31 rebounds a contest. Of course, in the game against Cumberland on Saturday, the Trojanettes shot 36.4%, 16 of 44, hit 6 of 16 from three-point land, and they were 12 of 16 with the foul line. Freshman Addie Slagle led the way for the Trojanettes, 16 points, hit 4 threes out of 7 attempts from behind the arc, and Ashley Atkinson added 8 points and had 9 rebounds in that game. Well, we'll come back and take a look at the starting lineups of tonight's game between the Trojanettes and the Lady-Spartans. We continue our Don Franklin Glasgow countdown to tip-off on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Hello, Barren County. This is Amy Irwin, Superintendent of Barren County Schools. As we celebrate the holiday season, we want to take a moment to reflect on the incredible year we've had. From the achievements of our students to the dedication of our teachers and staff, Barren County Schools continues to shine. This season is all about gratitude, togetherness, and hope. On behalf of our entire district, I want to thank our families and community for your unwavering support. You make all that we do possible. Merry Christmas.
Hi, I'm Shelley Gross, the chair of the Barren County Board of Education. The heart of Barren County is our people, our students, teachers, staff, and families. During this season of giving, let us remember the importance of kindness, compassion, and supporting one another. From our Board of Education to each and every one of you, we send our warmest wishes for a wonderful holiday season.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Barren County Schools.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey, Lindsay, it's been really hot, and with warm weather comes pests.
Well, Billy, at Southern States, we have bug sprays and pest control products to use around your home. We want you to be able to enjoy the summer pest-free.
And outdoor grilling season is also here.
Everyone can get their propane tanks for your outdoor grills and fire pits filled at Southern States in Glasgow.
Propane summer fills are also coming up.
Call 651-6167 or 651-2159 for your local Southern States.
And we are now on 120 Cross Street, just off 31E South.
The area schedule. Glasgow is at Russellville tonight. That's a girl-boy doubleheader. Chase Landrum with the broadcast on WCLU 103.1. Caverna at LaRue County, Metcalfe County at Russell County, District 16 matchup. Warren East at Logan County tonight. All these are girl-boy doubleheaders. Bowling Green hosting Christian County, Cumberland County hosting Clinton County, Greene County at Campbellsville, and Taylor County hosting Mercer County. Some single games tonight has Allen County Scottsville girls hosting Franklin Simpson. Allen County Scottsville boys are hosting Hart County, so that is really a doubleheader, but Franklin Simpson girls, Hart County boys at Allen tonight. Hart County girls hosting Adair County, Greenwood girls hosting Apollo, Edmonson County girls at Warren Central, while the Edmonson County boys are at home against the Bluegrass Blazers. And that's a look at tonight's area schedule, brought to you by Aero Safety. And as we look at tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by Kuzma Family Dentistry on West Main Street in Glasgow. For the South Warren Lady-Spartans under 7th-year head coach Lane Embry, 82 wins, 97 losses overall in his career. Starting Juniper Strow, a 5'7 freshman, number 12, averaging 8.5 points and 6 rebounds a game. Avery Fugate, a 6-foot sophomore, 6.5 points and 6 rebounds. Also in the lineup is Jenna Lindsay, 5'5 senior, averaging 4.8 points and 5 rebounds. Ashley Overbay, a 5'6 senior, averaging 4.5 and 5 rebounds. And Autumn Gatewood, a 6-foot sophomore, averaging 1.5 points a game. So they go 6 foot, 5'7", 5'6", and 5'5" tonight. But McLean Hudson, who's a 5'5 junior, will definitely play because she is dressed tonight, but has missed the last 2 ball games because of a softball trip. Barren County Trojanettes under 10th-year head coach Piper Lindsay. Her assistant coaches are Michael Toms, Brent Spillman, and Billy Michael Dyer. They'll start Katie Elmore, number 10, a 5'6 senior, 7 points, 5.2 rebounds. Katie Gerald's number 30, a 5'7 senior, 9.4 points and 4.4 rebounds. Shelby Bird, number 24, a 5'6 sophomore, averaging 13.6 points a game. And Ashley Atkinson, a 5'9 junior, number 35, 2.8 points and 6 rebounds. And Mahela Burton, a 5'7 freshman, averaging 4.4 points a game. And the top 4 off the bench for the Trojanettes will be 5'3 freshman Addie Slagle, who's actually the second leading scorer in the team, averaging just over 10 points a game. Hannah Bragg, a 6-foot junior. Riley Wilson, a 5'10 junior. And Addison McFall, a 5'4 junior. And there's your starting lineups, brought to you by Kuzma Family Dentistry on West Main Street in Glasgow. There were a few games last night that were played around the area. The scoreboard update brought to you by Barren County Judge Executive Jamie Bewley Bird. A few girls games last night. Monroe County beat Caverna to 23. Madisonville North Hopkins over Greenwood 60-41. Russellville beat Fort Campbell 60-48, and Todd Central beat Hopkinsville 68-56. One boys game last night involving a 4th region team. Greenwood beat Central Hardin 80-59. And then on the Barren County Sports Report, we'll throw that in quickly. Barren County freshman boys defeated Monroe County 46-36. The Barren County JV boys defeated Monroe County 38-36. The Barren County girls JV defeated Allen County Scottsville 40-25. Check out the Barren County Sports Report each day as scores are posted from middle school, freshman, JV, and varsity basketball on the Barren County Sports District webpage. Go to barren.kyschools.us, go to menu, then to athletics, and scroll down to the sports report. Following Barren County High basketball here on 104.7 FM, WCLU, and 1230 AM, WCDS Glasgow. And we're moments away from getting the tip-off, the Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening tip-off, and our first quarter of action brought to you by The People's Bank, working for you. The officials for tonight's game brought to you by McDonald's of Glasgow, John McMillan, Jamian Bailey, and Kendrick Adams. We'll come back with the tip-off after this break. This is Barren County Basketball on WCLU 104.7 FM.
did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638, located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa Cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Barren. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more.
Get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. The BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. The versatile lineup is built to help you make the most of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 72 months on select BX models. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J.
Get a great...
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always.
Are you looking for high-quality, cost-effective, and highly visible advertising? At ATM Media Solutions, we offer large-scale marketing with ease. We have 4 LED billboard locations: Highland Pharmacy and Sonic, the intersection of 31E and Trojan Trail, Highway 90 East, Burkesville Road, and our newest location in front of Gondolier. Call 270-629-4542 to get a quote today. ATM Media Solutions. Advertise with ease.
If you're ready for all Christmas all the time, tune to Santa 102.3.
Rocking around the Christmas tree.
Santa 102.3.
Take a trip down Candy Cane Lane with me. Run, run, Rudolph, better pick the frog.
The Christmas station. Santa 102.3.
South Warren still looking for their first win of the season. Barren County hoping to go to 5-1 of the year. And again, they were rated number 2 in the Bowling Green Daily News Top 10 Prep Poll that came out this afternoon, right behind Franklin Simpson. But as John Butler's always said, between 2 and 7, there's not a whole lot of difference.
I'm interested to see that Franklin Allen score tonight a little bit, but, rankings are what they are now. We've got to play it.
Here's a toss, and the tap is going to be controlled by the Trojanettes as Burton will set things up for Barren County. South Warren, man-to-man. As she's picked up her dribble, right elbow goes to Elmore. Holds it down low, gives it out to Bird for a 3. It's off the mark. Offensive rebound, though, by Burton. Taking it to the left wing. Out top it comes to Elmore. Right side it goes to Atkinson. Atkinson looking for the cutter. Try to get it back, and here's Bird over the left side. Now to Gerald's. Fakes the 3, drives in underneath. Trying to reverse it up. Is trapped underneath. Has to float it back out to Bird on the right wing. Now around the perimeter, it goes over to Elmore on the left side. Elmore out top now to Burton. Now Burton goes right side to Gerald's. Gerald sends it back off to Atkinson. Atkinson back left side. They work it in there to Gerald's, going up with a shot, no, and the rebound comes off to Fugate. Fugate takes up some space in there.
Yeah, she does.
So Hudson is on the floor.
She is starting. Yeah.
Well, the lineup did not show that she was going to start, but she is out there. 5'5" junior, averaging 27 points a game in the first 2 ball games. Ball gets knocked loose as the big girl, Fugate, was trapped underneath. Bird takes it, gives it off to Atkinson to the right corner. Now comes back left. Gives it off in the left corner now to Elmore. Out to Burton, out to Atkinson, and around it goes over to Gerald's. Gerald's looking for the cutter. Here's Elmore off the glass. Good.
Good job getting that up quickly there before the defense was able to respond, and that's called shot ready. And in a proper form, but you know where to throw it off the window for our first bucket of the evening.
So Barren on the scoreboard first at 2-0. Trying to penetrate. They give it back on the left side for a 3-pointer. That's good for Overbay. Overbay only averages 4.5 points a game.
But she can hit the 3, so you got to get out there and respect that and know where she is. That's what we're talking about, matchups.
Here's Bird inside, shoots over Fugate. It's no good. Hudson with a rebound for South Warren. Hudson will stop. Pop. 3, no good. In between the circles. And Atkinson with a rebound for the Trojanettes. A hit up to Bird on the right side. Back to Atkinson. Drives toward the bucket. Puts it up. It is coming off the rim. And the rebound to Stroud. 3-2 South Warren. Hudson with it for the Lady-Spartans. Gets rid of it off to Lindsay. Over the right side now to Overbay. And here's a bad pass. Intended to go to Fugate. Atkinson jumped in the passing lane and took it. Atkinson down to the right corner with it. Bounces it back out to Burton. Over the left side, it's Gerald's. Now going up the baseline. Ball gets knocked away, but a foul as they knock it from Shelby Bird. It will be on Fugate.
They really want to get it to Fugate on the post, but we're doing a really good job. We got somebody behind her and somebody in front of her. They can't throw it long. They can't throw it short, and that's what's happened on their 2 turnovers.
Michaela Haley, a 5'4" freshman, is checked into the South Warren lineup. Inside Bird, 1 dribble, goes up strong, can't finish it with a shot. And underneath, the ball is tapped to Overbay, and South Warren's bringing it back the other way. 5:10 to go in the first quarter. Here's Hudson, wanted to shoot that 3 from about 28 feet away. Gets rid of it off to Overbay, back out to Hudson on the left side. And now Hudson putting down the dribble left, drives, and quick. Elmore reached in and tied it up.
Jump ball, possession of the Lady-Spartans.
And so South Warren will get it on the possession arrow. It'll be Stroud to toss it in. Stroud looking, gets it in the corner to Hudson. Back to Stroud. Stroud starts her dribble. Almost had it knocked loose. Gets double teamed. Now puts down the dribble, goes under, has it blocked on her. And taken it there by Elmore. And we got a foul on South Warren's Haley. That'll be the second team foul against the Lady-Spartans. 4:48 to go here in the first quarter. Barren County trailing South Warren 3-2.
Got a shot on almost all of our possessions, some more than 1, but we've only got 1 bucket to go and 1 of 6 so far.
Here's Bird with it deep on the left side. Shelby looks, gives it out top. Mahala Burton with a 3. Bang!
Shelby started the game with a really good 3 look. And another one to knock down our first tray of the night.
And it's 5-3 on the Hatcher and Sadler 3-point shot from Mahala Burton. South Warren, Hudson, crossover dribble, sends it out to Stroud. High arching 3 is in there.
Deep one rattled home there. She's also the other 3-point shooter. When they don't care where they are, they're going to let it fly.
They average about 5 threes a game, but they don't shoot it that extremely well, 26.5%. And there's a turnover by Barren as Hudson brings it into the front court, stops and pops. Straight away 3, rims no good. Atkinson claims the board. Outlet pass up to Shelby Bird. Down the middle, here is Gerald's going up with a shot whistle and a traveling violation.
Gave a pump fake after she'd already kind of started in motion, which caused the walk, our back-to-back turnovers there.
And now South Warren will bring in number 24, Karis Carter, a 5'5" freshman. She'll replace Jenna Lindsay.
Elmo's done a really good job on Hudson so far. Hudson will, as soon as she crosses half court, almost shoot it from anywhere, so we've got to be aware of that.
Stroud, and luckily over there was Haley to catch it before it went out of bounds. Stroud dribbling left, gets a screen, picks up her dribble now, goes to Hudson, top of the circle. Now Hudson gives it back to Stroud. Stroud's going to stop, pop, high arching 3 off the back iron. Pulling down the rebound of Shelby Bird. Ahead up to Elmore on the left side. Elmore with a crossover dribble, goes to the basket, puts it up, no good. Ball tips into the hands of Gerald's underneath. Now she needs help. Goes inside there to Burton. Baseline by Elmore is good.
Good job keeping that. Another look. I thought the cut was good, kind of created some movement on the defense that allowed Elmore to be open on the baseline.
Barren County with a lead 7-6, 2:55 to play here in the opening quarter. Stroud with it for South Warren. Sends it out top now to Haley. Over the right side is Hudson. She's going to drive against Bird. Bird blocked it from behind on her. And here come the Trojanettes in a 2-on-2 break. Burton giving it off to Gerald. Slices the defenders and gets tripped up.
Shelby has to do a better job staying out of foul trouble. She is very prone to getting in foul trouble because she comes from behind and blocks, and it's almost the will of the official if she's going to get a foul for that or not. Good job blocking Hudson cleanly and then starting the break. Well, we'll get it out under.
Barren County's basketball, Addie Slagle, 5'3" freshman, averaging just over 10 points a game. Comes in for Shelby Bird. Here's a pass right of the lane to Elmore. In the corner, Atkinson turns and fires and hits. Long two for Ann Ashley Atkinson. 9-6. Trojanettes, 2:25 to play here in the first. As Hudson drives left. Gives it out now to Stroud. Stroud's got an opening, goes to the basket, puts it up, and it's no good, but a foul on Barren County is going to send Stroud to the free throw line for 2 shots. She's only at 5'7" and is the second leading scorer on this team, averaging 8.5 points a game.
All they did was just a simple pick going through their motion offense, and we didn't slide over or didn't hedge at all, and she got a free pass to the basket.
Missed the first, you'll have one more. 2:17 to go here in the first quarter. Barren County 9, South Warren 6. Here's Stroud with his second shot, and it comes off. And Elmore claims the rebound. The outlet pass up the left side to Atkinson. And now Atkinson waits and gives it to Burton. So we got Slagle on the wing here as Burton at the left elbow, high post, turning, and here's Atkinson with a 3, and she knocks it down.
Home for our second of 3, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc, off of set plays.
Another Hatcher and Sadler 3-point shot for the Trojanettes, and now the lead is 12-6 for Barren County. As they work it to the left side, over to Lindsay. Lindsay dribbles, gives it to Hudson. Thinking about the 3 from about inside the volleyball line there. Back to the right side, it goes to Lindsay. Out to Stroud. Now Stroud getting the screen, going to fire up a high arching 3. It's in there.
Oh, their offense is from deep, and they are not close to the line. They're deep threes.
All 3 baskets have been from way behind the arc for the South Warren Lady-Spartans. Here's a 3-pointer miss by Addie Slagle. It's 12-9. Trojanettes, Stroud driving right of the lane. Gives it inside there. Here's a shot going up the left hand. No. Got her on rebound. Back up. No. Taken by Geralds. And the missed shot by Carter. Had 2 shots at it. Geralds throws up the runner. No. Off the front of the iron. And the rebound comes off to Overbay for South Warren. And it's Hudson. Can't leave her any space. Here's a 3. No. Way off the mark. And taken by Geralds. Geralds pushes into the front court. Stops. Goes left. Gives it off to Atkinson. She had an opening. 17-footer. Got it.
Yeah, got to be ready to shoot that ball. She thought about it a little bit.
She thought about it from behind the arc, then dribbled in. Knocked down the 17-foot jumper. 14-9 now, Trojanettes. 23 seconds to play here in the quarter. Here's Stroud with the basketball for South Warren. Dribbles it back out. Gets a screen from Hudson. Wants to drive with it. Oh, going to get a foul. And it's on Katie Elmore.
Yep.
First foul of the quarter.
I think Slagle probably had a charge. If we've got to work on giving in to help there to get that charge in that situation.
Yeah. Riley Wilson's checked into the Trojanet lineup. 10 seconds to go. Here's Stroud forcing up the shot. A wild shot there. Ball slapped out. Taken by Atkinson. 5 seconds. 4. Pass is picked off. Hudson gives to Stroud. Stolen away. Oh, going to get a foul right at the buzzer.
Sloppy 10 seconds there for us.
And it will be on Addie Slagle. That is her first. And with 1 quarter, it's Barren County 14, South Warren 9. We'll return after this break. This is Trojanet Basketball at WCLU 104.7 FM.
Hey, son, what you doing?
Daddy? I'm going to own a dealership one day.
All right, I'll dream with you.
From one small dream to over 25 dealerships in the state of Kentucky, we have set out to provide Kentuckians with reliable vehicles and the best customer service for over 50 years. This may have started
County Trojans head football coach John Myers. He was named Kentucky High School Football Coach of the Year. And as you know, the Trojans finished 10-3 this season. Region runners-up in class. First 10-win season since 1979. First playoff win since 92. And the first time in program history to win not one, but two playoff games in a season. And the first time in program history to play in a region championship game, coming within one win of playing to the Final Four of the state 6A playoffs. So again, congratulations to Coach John Myers. Well deserved.
Agree. We kind of thought it was more than a disservice that he wasn't even district coach of the year, but that shows you what everybody else thought, that he was voted
right
coach of the year in the whole state. So congratulations, coach, and we had a great season and a well-deserved honor for him.
I don't know what's going on. We started the clock, and now we're going to start it back at 8.
I don't know. Guess we'll just leave it.
Okay, 7:55 then. Here's Shelby Bird to the left wing. Skip pass, right side over to Slagle. Drives a baseline, throws it up, and banked it in.
She had either option there. She had Fugate coming at her, who she knew she could beat off the dribble. Off the window. Nice little move. That I like to see from her offense. She has been shooting it well, but she can drive too.
Right. Shot blocked by Bird, taking the baseline by Hudson. They give it back out now, out front to Overbay. Overbay gets a screen, dribbles left, picks it up now, waiting for Hudson. Now she's in a trap. Pass is deflected, ball's loose. Hudson got it back. They go in the corner. Overbay for three. Bounces, and rolls off. And out of bounds off of Slagle, they say. So it goes back to the Lady-Spartans.
South did not hit a two-point shot in the whole first quarter. They hit 3 threes. Hudson did not hit any of them, and they were 2 or 3 steps behind the three-point line. They ended up 3 of 13 in the first quarter. We were 6 of 14.
Barren County with their largest lead at 16-9. Here's Hudson. Bounces it out now to Keegan Pruitt, who's in the ball game. Drives to the basket. It's no good. Ball's loose. Picked up by Riley Wilson. Ahead up to Elmore. Almost picked off there by Hudson at midcourt. Now here's Addie Slagle. Right side in the corner. Riley Wilson. Riley Wilson trying to go baseline. She's cut off. Back out it comes to Burton. And now Burton looking. Dumps it in the middle there to Elmore. And the crowd dumps it off on the baseline. It's Shelby Bird putting it up and in to double the score up on South Warren now. It's 18-9.
Great job. Just fingertip length enough over the arms of South Warren to get an assist.
Hudson with it for South Warren. High post left Fugate. Fugate turns, hands it back off. Here's Stroud with a three-point shot, and it's off the mark. Offensive rebound, put back up, no good. Hudson fighting for the rebound, tapped out by Burton, and is tapped back around again, and Hudson comes up with it and puts it up and in.
Tapped it right to her, didn't she?
Yep. First 2 of the night for McLean Hudson, and it is 18-11. Barren County with a 7-point lead. Burton gets rid of the basketball to Slagle. Back to Burton out front. Now Burton putting down a couple of dribbles. Goes to Elmore in the left wing. Elmore looking out top. Here's Shelby Bird. Goes back to the right side wing to Burton. Feeds it back down in there to Elmore. Out in the corner. Slagle with a 3. No good. Offensive rebound. Elmore at the right elbow. Dumps it behind her as Slagle had to go chase it down. Slagle wants to drive. Switch over, dribble left. Cutting back right. Gives it back off to Elmore. Deep on the right side. Elmore looking. Out top, here's Burton. Burton wants to drive with, traveling violation. I don't know about that one.
That wasn't an obvious travel. The official saw something we didn't here at the table.
So the ball go back to South Warren. 5:35 to play here in the first half. Elmore takes a seat. Atkinson is back in. For Coach Piper Lindsay, the second quarter is brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. South Warren's basketball. Inbounds pass comes to Stroud. Stroud brings it across midcourt, angles off to the left side. Stroud still on the dribble. Bounce pass down low, broken up, stolen by Riley Wilson. They try to go down low to Fugate. A turnover by the Lady-Spartans. In the corner with his Shelby Bird. Out top Burton. Swings it left over to Slagle. Slagle back out to Bird. Wants to drive. Penetrates the lane. Goes inside. Puts it in and draws a foul.
Good attack there.
Foul is on Overbay. That is her first. And the first foul of the second quarter. Makes it 20-11 Barren. Burton's going to come out. And Gerald's back in to replace her. And in for South Warren now is Autumn Gatewood, a 6-foot sophomore. She was slated to start. They made a change right at the last minute and inserted Hudson into the lineup. Here's Bird's free throw. It's too strong. Offensive rebound put up and in by Riley Wilson.
Gatewood's got great size, but Wilson snuck in there right in front of her, just stuck her arms out, kept it up and in. Good offensive putback.
And it's 22-11. 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter. So working around to the right side. Here's Stroud with it, kicking it back out to Hudson.
Wow.
Turns and shoots the three and nails it.
You got to respect it. You have to get out there, and like I said, if you get out there too far, she's going to drive by you. But right now, they're just shooting it.
22-14. They swing it left side over to Geralds. Geralds finds Riley Wilson in the lane. Back out to Bird. Gives it back to Geralds. Here's Slagle with it. Back out to Bird. Right side over to Atkinson. Atkinson dribbles a couple of times. Here's Slagle with it now. Wanted to shoot. Gets rid of it to Geralds. Ball knocked down by Hudson, but chased down by Geralds. Trojanettes keep it alive here as Atkinson has it on the left side. Out to Riley Wilson. Dumps it in there to Bird. One dribble, trying to go up. She's fouled by South Warren.
I like that.
Hudson will commit her first, number 2, on the Lady-Spartans here in this quarter.
Shelby Bird at the line shooting 2.
Really just a 4-out, one-in type offense there, and we flash Riley to the high post, and Shelby posted up right in the middle of the lane. A good feed from Wilson to get some more free throws here.
Hannah Bragg, 6-foot sophomore, checks into the Trojanette lineup, or 6-foot junior, I should say. Here's Bird back of the line for one more, and it's good again. 6 points in this quarter, 24-14. Barren County, 4:10 to play here in the first half. Stroud works the right side against Geralds, and she loses it out of bounds. Ball comes into Slagle. We played half the second quarter. Barren with a 10-point lead. And here's Bird. Floats it back out to Slagle. Sends it over to Geralds. Feeds it in there to Bird. Turns and shoots in the lane. No. Rebound to Hudson. Really wasn't squared up to shoot that. Here's Hudson with a 3, and it's high off the mark. Chase down. Atkinson has it. Head up to Geralds. Down the lane. Goes in traffic. Whistle and a blocking foul. And Katie Geralds will head to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Probably one of those 50-50 calls. Got lucky that it wasn't called a charge. You get a little nervous waiting for the official to make a call in those situations, but we'll be back at the line.
Katie Geralds looking for her first points in the ball game and connects. Addison McFall, number 23, 5'4" junior. Mahela Burton coming back in. They'll join Atkinson, Bragg, and Katie Geralds, who's on the free throw line for her second shot. It's on the way, rims off. Bragg almost had the rebound and then lost it out of bounds as her and Fugate were fighting for it. Or no, they pointed back to Barren, right?
Well, I thought it was Hannah that knocked it out. She kind of raked it across her body. And
okay, well,
we'll take it.
They got a break there. Comes in the corner to Bragg, gives it out to Burton, dumps it in there to Atkinson. She's trapped, throws it up in the lane. It's short. And now Gerald's with it, trying to go back up in traffic and can't get it to go down. And this time the ball goes out of bounds off the Trojanettes.
2 good looks.
Glasgow leading Russellville in the girls' game 15-7 after one period of play. On the scoreboard update brought to you by Barren County Judge Executive Jamie Bewley-Byrd. 3:15 to play and a half. It's 25-14 Barren. Fugate with it, left of the circle. Hands it off out there to Hudson. Got Atkinson guarding her. Now bounces it back off to Stroud. They set a screen, but Atkinson switches back off on Stroud. Three in the air, no good, off to the left. And a rebound to Burton, had it slapped out of her hands by Lindsay, out of bounds to the Trojanettes. 2:55 to play here in the first half. (25-14). Here's McFall. In the corner, Gerald's. Back out to McFall. Straight away over to Burton. Dumps into the high post there to Bragg. Fakes, drives in, can't go. Now Atkinson fires a three. It's an air ball. And it will go off Gerald's and out of bounds.
Falling sideways, and that's which way the shot went. We got to square up and step into it.
So we're down to 2:35 to go here in the half, and it is 25-14. Barren County with a lead. Hudson with the basketball for the Lady-Spartans. Now finds an opening, drives in, throws it up off the window. It's no good, and it came right back into Hudson as she goes back up. A foul on Barren County, and McLean Hudson will head to the free throw line for two shots. A foul is on Bragg. Here's her first and the team's first of the quarter.
Hudson at the line.
Got lucky she didn't make that layup. Again, they just screened with no help, and they had a wide open driving lane, and we fought over the offensive board, and they got it right back.
Hudson has 6 points as she connects. She's hit 18 of 20 from the foul line coming into tonight's game. Of course, only played in the first two ball games. She was voted the fifth best player in Region 4. She misses the second toss. 25-15. Atkinson with the basketball for the Trojanettes. Gets rid of it over to Burton. Burton on the left side, straight away out to Gerald's. Now Gerald's diagonal pass in the corner. McFall pulls the trigger. Got it.
Yeah, it was 10 before she made that three there, our third three of the night. I'd like to see it 15 going in the locker room.
Just under 2 minutes to play. That's the third Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home three-point basket for Barren County here in this half. 28-15, a minute 50 to play. Here's Stroud driving into the lane, flips up the shot, hit the bottom of the backboard. She got into a lot of traffic down there. Here's Burton up court, up to Gerald's on the left side. And now Gerald's dumps it in there. Here's Bragg, turn around in the lane, rimmed off. Atkinson trying to get the rebound, and she's going to commit the foul for coming over the back. And that's her first and the team's second. Katie Elmore returning to the Trojanet lineup for Ann Ashley Atkinson. And looks like Haley has returned for South Warren. 1:30 to play here in the first half. And it's Hudson with the basketball. Sends it out now to Haley. Haley out top with it. Goes left to Stroud. Now Stroud. Got Katie Gerald's guarding her. Picks up her dribble. Gives it out to Lindsay. Lindsay wants to drive against Burton. And a whistle. Going to have a foul on Burton.
Foul on the Trojanettes, number 3, Burton. That's our first.
3 on the Trojanettes here in the second.
Honestly, I'd make everybody else shoot it besides Stroud and Hudson. I'd give everybody else space and not let them drive by.
Right. Hudson with it, giving it out front now to Carter, who's back on the court now. 1:08 to play here in the first half. Leaves it with Stroud out near midcourt. Coming down to 1 minute to play. It's Carter with it. Carter bounces off to Hudson, turns and fires the three. It bounces off. Gerald's with a rebound for the Trojanettes. Gerald's on the right side, cuts back, dumps it in there. Tried to go to Bragg, but it was deflected, and then Elmore came up with the basketball and tried to go up with the shot. Foul will be on Lindsay. That's number 1 on her, and the fourth team foul of the quarter. Katie Elmore hit a couple of baskets back in the first quarter, so she's at the line. She's hit 7 of 12 free throws, now 7 of 13 as she misses that one. Riley Wilson coming back into the Trojanet lineup for Hannah Bragg with 47.5 seconds to play.
That's the definition of the ball just bouncing your way right there. It goes from a would-be turnover to a chance at the free throws.
Yep. Elmore connects on the second one for a 5th point of the half. 29-15, 45 seconds to play. as they give it to Stroud. She's trapped. Trying to find Hudson. Now she has the basketball with 35 seconds to go. Hudson's going to drive and a foul.
Thought it was a good strip, but they're going to call it on Elmore. I thought it was more on McFall if it was on anybody.
Yeah.
But that'll be Katie Elmore's second here with 30 seconds left.
4 fouls on Barren here in the second quarter. Hudson at the line. First one is good for point number 7. All in this quarter is 29-16.
She's got 7, but everything she's gotten has been either way out of normal range or a tough shot.
Second shot on the way, good again for McLean Hudson. 29-17, 32 seconds to go, full court pressure. Here's a lob up to Shelby Bird. Across it goes to Burton. Burton with a crossover. Now reversed it back out to McFall. Out front now is Gerald's. Gerald's back to McFall. Down to 20 seconds to play. As McFall will get rid of it over to Burton. Down to 15 seconds. Burton looking, bounce pass off to McFall. And McFall curls around to the right side. Gets it back off to Gerald's, down to 4 seconds. Going to have to think about it. Bird with a long 3. It's off the mark. And it goes in the hands of Burton, and that will do it for the first half. So at halftime, it's Barren County 29, South Warren 17. We'll come back with our halftime report after this break. This is Trojanette basketball. WCLU, 104 field goals and 2 of 3 from the foul line. And Ashley Atkinson scored 7 in the first quarter on 3 baskets. One of those a 3-point shot. Mahala Burton hit a 3 in the first quarter. Addie Slagle had a 2-point basket. So did Riley Wilson, and a 3-point shot from Addison McFall. The only player that saw action in the first half and did not score was Hannah Bragg. And the foul situation has Katie Elmore with 2. And for South Warren, Ashley Overbay with 2. And this halftime report is brought to you by SCRTC. SCRTC's alternative to cable is MyStream TV. Switch today and save on your cable bill. Our halftime stats brought to you by Riley Dental Group.
All in all, a good team effort there when you have 8 kids in the scoring column in the first half. I think that's really balanced scoring, and everybody's kind of getting in on the action here in the first half. 11 of 26 for 42%, 3 of 8 from 3 for 38. South Warren hit 5 field goals, and 4 of those were 3-pointers. They were 5 of 23 overall, including just 2 of 10 in the second quarter. So they shot 22% for the half and 4 of 14, 29%. So all but 9 of their shot attempts were 3-point tries. Not a lot of turnovers there in the first quarter. Both teams just playing in the half court. 4 turnovers for us, 5 for them. We out-rebounded them 19-15 with 5 offensive boards, 4 for South Warren. So really, I think, honestly, they're not very organized offensively. They run a little 2-man game out front, just kind of setting screens back and forth between that's Overbay. Stroh and their really good player Hudson. They're just picking and popping and shooting threes is really all they're doing. There was one opportunity where Hudson went to the rim. Other than that, they're really playing around the perimeter, but I think that's a lot of credit to our defense as well, who's not letting them have entry into the paint. Other than a couple of breakdowns, we pretty much shut them down. We averaged a little bit more than we have been averaging point-wise, so almost 14 and a half a quarter, which is pretty good offensively for us. And what I like about that is, like I said, everybody's contributing and everybody's looking to score offensively, attacking the rim, a balance between attacking and then opportunities to shoot the basketball as well. So a really good first half offensively. It is 12. I'd like to see it about 15 or 16. But right now where we are, we really have to clamp down on their shooters, and I think we can have a pretty good shooting half to close this one out. And look, we only got 1 day off. For some reason, we're playing on Thursday. Haven't asked, so I don't know, but that's what's on the schedule, and we'll be down at Allen County on Thursday night. Just 1 night off. A really important district game with a really good Allen County team who I think has that same balance as well.
Looking at the Bowling Green Daily News Top 10 Prep Poll this week, we talked about Franklin Simpson being the top team. Barren County moving up to number 2. Metcalf at number 3. Warren East dropped to 4 after the loss to Bowling Green, but they're ahead of Bowling Green. Bowling Green dropped to number 5. Warren East beat Bowling Green the other night 48-46. Allen County Scottsville at 6, Cumberland County at 7, and then Greenwood, Monroe, and Todd Central round out the top 10 of the 16 teams in the 4th region in the Bowling Green Daily News Prep Poll.
Christian is beating Bowling Green, as you mentioned, them dropping down. Christian's beating Bowling Green at the end of 11-4. And then Cumberland County all over Clinton County at the halftime, 23-9. That's also a girls' score. I was looking for the Franklin Simpson score.
I had the first quarter score. It was Franklin Simpson 25, Allen County Scottsville 15. And our third quarter coming up, second half, brought to you by Extreme Health Club and ATM Media Solutions. Right now, the Trojanettes in the lead, 29-17 over South Warren. We'll come back with second half action. It's Barren County basketball on WCLU 104.7 FM.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey Lindsay, it's been really hot, and with warm weather comes pests.
Well, Billy, at Southern States, we have bug sprays and pest control products to use around your home. We want you to be able to enjoy the summer pest-free.
And outdoor grilling season is also here.
Everyone can get their propane tanks for your outdoor grills and fire pits filled at Southern States in Glasgow.
Propane summer fills are also coming up.
Call 651-6167 or 651-2159 for your local Southern States.
And we are now on 120 Cross Street, just off 31E South.
Coach Piper Lindsay will start Atkinson, Burton, Gerald's, Bird, and Elmore. Lane Emery still in the huddle down to her right. Of course, after Thursday, after we go to Allen County, Scottsville Thursday, Trojanettes play up at Elizabethtown on Saturday at 1 o'clock against South Oldham, the first of 3 games that day.
Have to watch some film. Don't know anything at all about South Oldham.
No. They're coached by Crystal Gardner Hatchett. Remember Crystal Gardner? Played at Hart County and then went to Western. Here's Hudson turning, firing a 3. No good. Ball knocked down, and Stroud comes up with it. South Warren keeps it alive here.
I do. I had to think about that one a minute. I do remember her.
Hudson gets rid of the basketball off to Lindsay, drives across the lane. Now gets rid of the basketball to Overbay. Back out front to Stroud. Gets a screen. High arching 3. No. Didn't draw iron. Hit the right side of the backboard. Gerald's ahead up to Elmore. She drives in. Pass is deflected up in the air. Caught by Gerald's underneath. Shovels it back off to Bird. Here's Atkinson with a 3-pointer, and it's no good. Got her on rebound. Back up in the lane is blocked in there by Fugate and taken in there by Overbay. Hudson with the basketball in the middle. Goes to Fugate. Pivots around. Looks. Holds it high above her head and goes right side with it over to Hudson on the right wing. Hudson putting down the dribble, circling out to balance the floor now. Just over a minute gone here in the third quarter. Barren leads it by 12. She's picked up her dribble. Coming out to get the pass is Fugate. She'll hand it off now to Stroud. Stroud back out for a three-point attempt. That is no good. Bird with a rebound for the Trojanettes. Ahead up to Burton. Burton throws it across underneath to Elmore, and she puts it in. Good look up. 31-17. That's Barren County's largest lead as Hudson drives. Maybe got away with a walk there, and then Gerald's trying to come up with the rebound. We're going to have a foul. Somebody reached in on her. And let's see, it's on number 11, and that is Hudson, her second.
Yes, she just came in there, kind of clamped down on them, and it was easily a foul. They're going to pick up some pressure. They showed that one time, maybe one possession. So 1-1-2, or 1-1-2-1.
2-2-1. Yeah. Down the right side, it goes to Elmore. Floats it way over the left side now to Gerald's. Off to Bird, halfway to the corner, left-hand side. Back out front to Burton. Now Burton on the dribble. In the middle. Here's Elmore. Turns the lane. Comes up short. And coming over there with it is South Warren's Jenna Lindsay.
They went zone that possession, and she was wide open in the middle. Didn't realize it.
Forcing up the shot. No good. Stroud. Fugate's on the back. Puts it back up and rims it in.
I don't know what you do about that. I mean, she was in front of her and came all the way over top of her.
31-19. Gerald's gets it out front to Burton. Back to Gerald's. Will fire up a three. No. A long rebound comes off to Overbay for South Warren. Here's Hudson.
Give him a chance here.
Largest lead's 31-17. And now here's a three from the left wing. Good. That's Lindsay knocking it down. 5 of their 7 field goal is from long range. Elmore flips it up with the left hand. Can't get it to fall in. And then Atkinson trying to go back up. Taken by South Warren. They've cut it to single digits, 31-22. And driving in, there's Hudson. Shot partially blocked by Bird, but she got it back. Here's Fugate, left side over to Lindsay. Lindsay wants to go baseline. She's cut off down low. In trouble with it. Bounces it off in the corner to Fugate. And now Fugate will bounce it out to Hudson. She'll come back out and reset. 4:43 to go to third. Barren County 31, South Warren 22. Now here's Stroud. Leaves it off with Lindsay. Lindsay heads toward the lane. Throws up the shot. Banked it in.
5 straight for her, and she only averages 5.
And now the lead is cut in half. It is 31-24. 7-point lead. They've scored 7 straight. Bird with it on the right wing.
And they've gone zone, so they've completely changed the complexion. They're packing it in, and we're hardly getting anything right around the paint.
Atkinson, top of the key, over to Burton. Feeds it in there to Elmore. Oh, going to be called for a travel.
No, 3 seconds.
Or 3 seconds.
They got Katie Gerald's 3 seconds. This is where, Addie has really excelled for us. Not yet back in there, but she's really excelled kind of opening up things against the zone in the last couple of games. She had 16 and 17 in the last couple of games.
Yep. And now Hudson with it for South Warren. Chance here to cut that lead down to 4 on a 3-point shot. Here's Lindsay on the right side. Picks up her dribble against Burton. Bounces down low to Hudson. Hudson's trapped. Back out to Lindsay. Right wing 3 is off the mark. Ball knocked out of bounds. And it will go to Barren. Last touch by Hudson. Now they'll pick up. And a bad pass. Kind of an unforced turnover right there. As Lindsay has it, gives it off for a 3-point attempt. That's no good. Long rebound, can't chase it down, goes out of bounds in the left corner. Barren County's basketball. Coach Piper Lindsay wants a timeout. They have cut that lead in half. It was 31-17, and now it's 31-24, and a 30-second timeout called by the Trojanettes. This timeout is brought to you by Scooters Coffee. And it's been Jenna Lindsay who hit a 3 and a 2 here in this quarter. Fugate hit the other basket. Barren County's only bucket here in the second half has come from Katie Elmore.
We have plenty of shot opportunities, but we haven't hit one. 0 of 6. We got in the lane a little bit, and their length and their size is deflecting some of their shots, and we almost have gotten too deep, into their bodies a few times to really help them out defensively in that aspect. And they have hit 3 shots. They've hit as many shots in this quarter, just halfway through, than they have in any other quarter all night.
Glasgow leads Russellville 24-12. There's been 27 fouls called in the first half, 31 free throws in the first half of that ball.
No, thank you.
Here's Gerald's free throw line shot. Good.
Got to be able to hit those against the zone.
Yep.
15-footers. We kicked it back out, scooped it out, dug it out, and she was ready to knock it down.
Pushes lead back out to 9. It's 33-24, coming down to 3 minutes. Stroud down inside. Shot put up and in by Overbay.
They're good on their 2-man game. That's about all the offense they've got, but that 2-man game got them to the rim that time. No communication.
33-26. Diagonal pass off to Elmore. Goes under, missed the shot. And now we're going to have a foul. They're going to put it on Shelby Bird for coming over the back. And that's her first, team's first of the third quarter. So we're down to 2:47 to play. Barren County 33, South Warren 26. Yeah, I'd hate to be in that Glasgow-Russellville game with 27 fouls in the first half and 31 free throws. Not very many fouls called here in this one, thank goodness. Stroud angling off left. That should have been a moving screen there. No foul call. Stroud, right side, out to Hudson. Going to turn and fire it up, and it's no good. Bird clears it out with a head up to Burton. Burton on the left side, cuts to the middle, goes up in the lane, can't get the shot to go, and the rebound comes off to Stroud for South Warren.
We may wish they were calling more fouls, though.
Yeah. Stops and pops a 3. It's in and out. And battle for the rebound. Elmore racing out of the way. They got a 3-on-1. Elmore bounce pass underneath to Bird, and she lays it in.
Got to score it there. They are 1 of 9 on threes, and those long kickers were getting and going. They don't have any defense back.
Back up to a 9-point lead, 35-26, 1:53 to go here in the third period. Stroud gets with the basketball to McLean Hudson. They go in the middle there to Overbay. Overbay at the free throw line as they work it around the perimeter left over to Stroud. Stroud working around a pick to the right side, drives in, flips up the shot and makes it. Stroud has 8.
Starting to go to the rim a little bit more than they were in the first. They're still shooting plenty of threes.
3 out of the corner by Gerald's is off the mark. Atkinson had it smacked away. Going to have a foul. And it will be on 21. That's Overbay, and I have her for 3. And that's the second foul on South Warren here in the quarter. Gerald's checks out. Burton checks out for Barren. Riley Wilson and Addie Slagle in the ball game for Barren. As comes in the corner, Slagle pulls the trigger, partially blocked by Hudson, caught by Bird, and she takes it to the basket and puts it in.
Just went and grabbed it out of midair.
10 points for Shelby Bird. It's 37-28. Barren County with a 9-point lead, coming down to a minute to play here in the third. Hudson with it, out to Stroud. Thinking about the 3, wants to penetrate. Had it smacked out of her hands by Katie Elmore. Katie Elmore hooks it over to Addie Slagle. Slagle back to Atkinson. Atkinson drives the basket, puts it up short, gets her own rebound, flips it back up and in, and draws a foul.
Wasn't happy with 2, so she said, let's try 3.
Foul number 4, the Lady-Spartans.
Foul is on Haley, her second. Team's third of the quarter. So Atkinson, 9 points in the basketball game, 7 of those in the first quarter. It's hit 7 of 11 free throw shots on the season so far. Fugate comes back in for South Warren, replacing Haley. 39-28, Barren County. And Atkinson with a free throw shot. It is coming off. And in there, going to have a jump ball as Shelby Bird reached in and tied it up. Barren will get it on the alternating possession. 39-28, 46 seconds to go here in the third period. As Gatewood returns to the South Warren lineup for Fugate. Bird to the left baseline to toss it in. Bird looking in the corner, Slagle. Out to Elmore, left of the circle. Right side it goes to Atkinson. Atkinson putting down the dribble, trying to penetrate. Gets rid of it to Elmore in the corner. Slagle back out to Bird. 35 seconds to go in the quarter. Goes back to Slagle. Now Slagle back over to Bird to the right side. They go in the middle. Elmore turns and fires. It rims off and out of bounds. Going to be off the hand of Riley Wilson. She was battling in there. Just couldn't pull it in. And it's South Warren basketball with 23 seconds to play. 39-28. They did cut it to 7 at 31-24. Down to 10 seconds to go. Lindsay off the screen right, driving, crashes into Elmore. Offensive foul.
Good job, Katie there. Another miscommunication on the screens. They screened us and then we screened each other, so we had that backside help, and we have 6.7 to see if we can at least get an attempt at it.
So now Haley will come in and replace Stroud. Somebody came in. Let's see, that was Pruitt also coming in. Comes into Slagle, gives it up court to Bird with a three-point attempt. It's good!
Well, we wanted the last shot a while ago, and we had to make a defensive play to get it back. That's a big three by Shelby.
And that ends the quarter, and Barren County pushes it back out to 14. It's 42-28 Trojanettes on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Reliable internet and great customer service? Two things you'd like to have? I'm talking local service and quick response when my internet is out, which never happens, by the way. That's exactly the type of customer service you get from an awesome internet provider like SCRTC. Not only do they provide gig speed and superior Wi-Fi solutions, SCRTC backs it up with phenomenal customer service. That is true value in an internet provider. Go to scrtc.com and get yours with an unmatched service guarantee.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638. Located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
Barren County 42, South Warren 28 as we start this fourth quarter. Sponsored by CPC Commodities. Proven in our farm, made for yours. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer here courtside. Bobby Steenberg in court. Barren County High School homecoming night. Barren County with a 14-point lead that matches their largest of the ball game. Here's Hudson driving in, going under, putting it up, no good. Offensive rebound, put back up, no good. Battle for the rebound, and it's going to be out of bounds back to South Warren. South Warren cut the lead at one time from 31-17 to 31-24, but Barren has scored 11 to South Warren's 4 since that time. Here's a three by Hudson. Left wing is off the mark, and Bird goes to the floor hard, and I don't know if she hit her head against the floor, but I think she's going to be okay. Being helped up. So Addison McFall will come in for Shelby Bird. Thinks she's okay. She walks over to the bench. Barren County's basketball comes into Slagle. Gets rid of it to Gerald's. Gerald's back to Slagle. Here on the near side. Cuts to the middle. Gives it off to Atkinson. Pulls up at the free throw line. Her shot no good. And battle for the rebound underneath is Wilson. And the ball is tipped away. Trying to throw it over the top of the Fugate there. And here comes South Warren with it. Stroud driving in. Leaves it back behind her to Hudson. Hudson going to have to do something with it because she already dribbled it. Back out it comes now to Overbay. Overbay over the left side. And driving with it is Hudson and moves in to Wilson. She's going to be called for the block. She was kind of turned sideways.
Yeah, that's what got her there.
Yeah. And so that will be her first foul of the quarter. And Hudson is at the line. All the 8 of her points tonight have come in the second period of play. First free throw is good. Makes it 42-29. Fugate checks out. for the Lady-Spartans, and Carter returns. 7:04 to go. 42-29, and now 42-30. Hudson gets it to double figures with 10. Some pressure in the backcourt. Here's Gerald's with it. A 2-2-1 in the middle. Slagle trying to reverse it back out. Goes to Gerald's. Gerald sends it over to Atkinson. Atkinson, one dribble, back to Slagle on the near side. 2-3 zone with South Warren. Goes back to Atkinson, back out front to Slagle. Now Slagle getting a little more pressure now. Atkinson back to Slagle. Goes in there to Gerald. She goes under, missed the shot, crashing aboard is Wilson. She can't finish it. And South Warren coming back the other way. Diagonal pass and a pull-up from 15, no good. And Jenna Lindsay with a rebound, going back up, no. And now Slagle out of there with it. Slagle with it for the Trojanettes. Ahead up to Atkinson. Atkinson cuts to the middle, now gets rid of it to Slagle. 6:13 to go in the ball game. Barren County up by 12. It's 42-30. McFall with it on the left wing. Out on the right side, Slagle back out top to Wilson. They go in the middle, turnaround shot, McFall, no good. Chased down on the rebound is Lindsay for South Warren. Lindsay with it right side, back out to Hudson. Now Hudson getting the double screen out top, takes it right side all the way down the baseline, throws it in there to Overbay, and we've got a foul. Foul is on Atkinson, her second. Team second of the quarter. And Katie Elmore will come back on the court for the Trojanettes. But first we have a timeout. Full timeout by the Lady-Spartans with 5:42 to go in the basketball game. It's Barren County 42 and South Warren 30. Score update, let's see. Well, I haven't got one from Allen County Franklin Simpson. Last report, 46-25, Franklin Simpson and Allen County Scottsville. I think that was a halftime score.
Cumberland's up 12 at the end of 3 over Clinton, 32-20. Western playing tonight. I think they're playing University of Seattle. That game just tipped in Diddle Arena.
I don't have anything else.
Christian County is up 8, 23-15 over Bowling Green at the half. That's a girls score, and you were right, 24-12. That's a halftime score there from Glasgow. So, yeah, that's 44-12. LaRue County is beating Caverna at the end of 3, if you're interested in that.
That's a district game up in District 18. 5:42 left in this one. Barren County up by 12. Largest lead has been 14. And at one time, South Warren cut it to 7.
We've had it at 12 for almost a long time, haven't we?
Hudson gets the ball into play there. They go underneath, and it is Lindsay putting it up and in. Lindsay with her 7th point. Now the lead cut back to single digits again, 42-33. Pressure in the backcourt. Gerald's over to Slagle. Back to Gerald's. Got to get it across. And does. And a reach in there on Hudson, but no foul call. 5:21 to play.
I think they're going to extend the zone a little bit. They're not going to sit back and just let us throw it around.
Yep. Baseline, going up with it is Wilson. Can't go with it, and put back up short by Gerald's.
We've really had a hard time finishing around the rim tonight.
Driving in there, Stroud throws it up over the rim and trying to come out of there with it, trying to dig it out. I'm not sure it's on the floor.
Oh, he gave him a timeout. She was laying on the end line, I thought.
She was out of bounds.
Last thing.
So 30-second timeout by South Warren with 5 minutes to go here. And a 42, is that correct? 42-32?
Yeah, we were up 12. They hit that bucket. Should be 10,
okay.
Right?
Homecoming festivities will take place at halftime of the boys' game. Got a good crowd here for a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Of course.
Homecoming helps.
We don't have any more home games for a while.
When's our next home game? You know this off the top of your head,
I'm sure. It's going to be January 2nd or 3rd against Warren East, I think.
You know, it doesn't feel like December 17th at all.
No, it really doesn't.
The calendar's been all messed up. We've talked about that all year. It kind of pushed us back a week, even for baseball and softball, all the way back in the spring. Football was a week off and different things, just compared to normal. But the calendar this year doesn't do you any favors. If you like a few days to go shopping before school's out, you're kind of right there on it when we get out for the first day.
Yep. South Warren's basketball, right baseline, Overbay will send it out to Stroud, deep on the right wing. Now puts down the dribble. Shelby Bird is back out of the court now.
Yeah, I think she's okay. I think she hit more of her neck than she hit her head or anything like that. Yeah. Dwayne checked her out, but she checked out okay.
Hudson floats it inside there. Overbay kicks it back to Lindsay. Goes to the baseline, forces up the shot. It goes over the rim. Gerald's out of there with it for the Trojanettes. Stops and looks and gets rid of it to McFall. Right side is Bird. Bird drives in, gets tripped up. A foul on 24, and that will be Carter. And second foul of the fourth quarter. Barren County's ball, 4.5 to play. Bird feeds it underneath there to Wilson. She goes up, and a foul will be on, I believe, Stroud.
They didn't ever whistle in a foul,
no,
did
they? Did. Yep.
Foul number 12, the Lady-Spartans. Stroud.
That's her first. Stroud's first. Team's third.
We have not, correct? We have not hit a field goal. Don't even have a point yet in this quarter.
We do not. And South Warren's hit a field goal and 2 free throws here in the fourth. Second shot for Riley Wilson. Bounces and rolls out. 42-32.
Don't want them to hang around.
Nope. And there's an open three. It's Lindsay, and it's no good. The ball's going to go off the hands of Wilson. And Hannah Bragg will come into the ball game. Franklin Simpson, 63. Allen County Scottsville, 35 after 3 periods. And it goes in the corner to Stroud. Drives toward the paint, kicks it back off the left side for a 3 that's no good. And the ball out of bounds. Going to give it to Barren. 4:10 to play.
I bet they have some nights they just can't miss from 3, and as many as they shoot. They had 14, 22, 25 so far tonight.
Right. Here's Katie Elmore out front with it. Elmore, right side wing, Bird. Shelby Bird back to Katie Elmore. Back over to Shelby Bird. Wants to drive with it. Spins, looks, bounces out to Gerald's. Kicks it off the left corner. McFall fires, misses. Chased down by Bird to the right side. Shelby Bird back out to Katie Elmore. Back over to Shelby Bird. 3 if it goes. Yes, sir.
Needed that. We were scoreless for 4 minutes and 22 seconds before that bucket, but we're still maintaining the lead. Good defense and get it back to 13.
And Shelby Bird with her second Hatcher and Sadler 3-point shot here in the second half. It is 45-32. Overbay dumps it in there to Stroud. Stroud, right side of the circle. Gives to Hudson. Hudson straight away back to Stroud. 3:07 to go. She wants to drive with it, goes into the lane and draws a foul. That will be Katie Gerald's, her first. Or is that 2 on her? I must have missed one somewhere. So 2 on Katie Gerald's, 3 on the Trojanettes here in the quarter. And Stroud at the line. The first free throw, no good. It rims off. Stroud is 0 for 3 from the charity stripe. McFall checks out, and Atkinson back in for Barren. So we got Bird, Elmore, Bragg, Gerald's, and Atkinson on the court right now. Second free throw is good for Stroud. 45-33. Full court pressure. South Warren. Trojanettes break it. Here's Bird. Bounce pass offered to Bragg. A shot no good, but a foul.
Lady-Spartans number 3.
And it will be on Lindsay, her third, number 4 on South Warren here in the quarter.
Shooting 2.
Hannah Bragg for 2 shots, averages 4.5 points a game, knocks down the first one.
Taking back into the Trojanet lineup, number 3.
Makes it 46-33, Barren, with 2:57 to play. Mahala Burton checking back into the Trojanet lineup for Katie Gerald. Second shot for Bragg is good. 47-33 Trojanettes. 2:55 to go. Stroud with it for South Warren. Angles off to the right side. Now we'll give it back out to Overbay. Overbay hands it back out to Hudson. Hudson out between the circles. Bounces over to Stroud. Stroud kicks it cross court. Lindsay driving against Bird. Bird blocked it on her from behind and out of bounds. It'll stay with South Warren underneath. 2.5 left. Barren County up by 14. That's where they've been stuck at as their largest lead of the game. But Hudson fires a 3 and drains it.
Just their second 3-point make this quarter. They are 2 now of 8. And they were 4 of 14 in, I'm sorry, they're 4 of 14 in the first half. They are 2 of 13 in this quarter. So what is that? 5, 6 of their buckets have been from 3.
Yep. Couple of score updates for you. Glasgow leading Russellville 45-20. I think that's a third quarter score because it was 24-12 at the half. I don't know. It could be the final. It's not indicated to me whether that's the final or not. But 45-20 Glasgow over Russellville. And after 3, I mentioned Franklin Simpson 63, Allen County Scottsville 35. Of course, Trojans and Trojanettes at Allen County Scottsville on Thursday night.
They have, by my count, they have 6 threes, 6 twos. That's South Warren. So 12 field goals tonight.
We'll remind you that all of our instant replays tonight on the live stream brought to you by Glasgow EPB. That is a third quarter score. Glasgow and Russellville 45-20. Barren County's basketball against the full court press by South Warren. Atkinson gets it out to Bragg, fires it off to Bird. Here she goes down the left side, pulls up now as Hudson cuts her off. Back out to Atkinson, 2:20 left. Here's Burton with the basketball. Burton getting some pressure. Back left side to Bird. Gets a screen from Bragg. Turns, dumps it back to Bragg. Goes under and she missed it. And the ball slapped up to Jenna Lindsay. Wide open gimme there. Here's a 3 by Lindsay. It's off high. And rebounding there by Bragg. Her and Atkinson were battling for it. And then the ball slapped away by Lindsay out of bounds into the South Warren bench.
I clearly don't keep a shot chart or anything like that, but I'd like to see what our percentage is from about 6 feet and in, maybe even 4 foot and in. We're just really struggling around the rim tonight.
Here is Bird driving with it. Goes in for the shot, too strong off the window. Bragg trying to go back up, no. Burton goes in there and battles, and a jump ball. Possession arrow to the Trojanettes.
And it's not because we're missing wide open shots every time. I mean, those were 2 misses within 4 feet, but those were 2 contested misses. And we'll have a third shot at it after back-to-back offensive boards.
Right. Comes into Bragg down low, back out to Bird on the right wing. 1:45 to play. Burton with it out front, swings it left over to Elmore. Back out now to Burton. Burton dumps it in the left elbow to Elmore. Back out to Atkinson. Atkinson can't shoot. Back to Elmore. She'll fire a 3, and it's off high. And the rebound comes off to Hudson for South Warren. As she moves it into the front court, angles off to the left, and Burton almost took it away from her, but then Hudson took it right back. They go inside there, and going up with a shot, going to get a foul called as Carter will head to the line for 2 shots.
Foul on the Trojanettes, number 4, Bragg.
Hannah Bragg, her second personal. That's the 4th on the Trojanettes here in the quarter. And 2 shots coming for Karis Carter. First one is good.
Not completely out of the woods here.
No, cuts it to 10 with 1:19 to play. And one more coming for Carter, 5'5" freshman for the Lady-Spartans puts it up, and it's good.
Kind of the way the E-Town game was, right?
47-38, 119 left, full court pressure. Ball comes into Bragg, and she is immediately fouled by Stroud. That'll be her second personal. Be 2 shots for Hannah Bragg. And Hannah Bragg hit a pair just a little bit ago.
Hannah Bragg at the line shooting 2.
This is WCDS, 1230 AM, 104.7 FM, WCLU Glasgow. This free throw is good for Bragg. 48-38. And the second shot also good for the 6-foot junior. 4 in a row. 49-38 Trojanettes, a minute 16 to play. As Stroud will bring it in front court. Angles off to the right side. Now looks back left. Out front. They look for Hudson. Deep on the left side. Hudson throws it across over to Stroud. Goes through her hand. Saved it in. Nope, he couldn't save it in bounds. Barren County's basketball, exactly 1 minute to play.
Couple made free throws helps. These long possessions, and they're not really looking to score, in my opinion. That obviously helps us too. So we're, as you said, right at a minute, we'll get an 11-point lead.
Atkinson throws it out to Bragg. Bragg left to the lane, back in the corner to Atkinson. As Atkinson brings it back out, Hudson really putting the pressure on her. Gives it to Burton. Out to Bird. 48 seconds to play.
Play a little keep away here. We don't have to score, but we need to run the clock.
They feed it to Elmore, and she's going to be fouled by Lindsay. That's going to be her 4th. And so Katie Elmore will step to the free throw line for a pair. 41.2 seconds to play. Barren County 49, South Warren 38. Elmore's first free throw is short.
She doesn't have a ton of points in the scoring column tonight, but she's a candidate for MVP because of the defense that she's played tonight. Really kept Hudson, even though she's going to have double figures, kept Hudson from really going off tonight.
Yep. And she chased down and got her own rebound. How about that? Bird across over to Atkinson. In the corner to Bragg. 32 seconds to play. And now Atkinson on the dribble. Gets rid of it out to Elmore. Down to 25 to go. And here's Bird dribbling. Back out to Burton with 20 seconds to play. I don't think they're going to try to foul now. Wait too late here.
Yeah.
14 seconds.
Clock management there at the end wasn't the best.
9 seconds. Burton getting some pressure. Goes back to Elmore. 2 seconds. Clock will run out. Barren County will win it 49-38 over South Warren. The South Warren drops to 0-5 on the year. Barren County improves to 5-1. As the Trojanettes scored 7 points in that fourth quarter, South Warren scored 10, but Barren County holds McLean Hudson to 13 points, who have been averaging 27 in the first 2 ball games she's played in. And we'll get coaches' comments coming up here momentarily. Edward Jones Financial Advisors Jamie Harris and Sheila Perkins, as Coach Piper Lindsay will make her way up here. And we'll go into our post-game report brought to you by SCRTC. Coach Piper Lindsay joins me now for coach's comments. Coach, congratulations. Win number 5.
Hey, we'll take it. Golly, they can shoot it.
They can. I mean, that's all they fired up with 6 3-point shots. They hit, 6 tonight, I think it was. But you hold McLean Hudson to just 13. I know it's her first game back. She's been out a couple of games, but she'll fire it up. It don't matter where she is.
Yeah, she will. And, we just tried to throw different kids at her at times. I mean, I think Elmo started on her, did a great job the first quarter. I don't think she even had a field goal, I believe, the first quarter. And then, and again, I think she kind of got tired. It's no big deal. We had in Ashley. We switched Shelby. We did, we just kind of threw different ones at her. And then 12 can shoot it too, or 21, whichever one. We tried to help a little bit off of one. The other one seemed like they were a threat also. But I thought we handled the pressure there towards the end pretty good. miss a lot of shots around their end. Golly.
I know.
Golly.
Some that would normally go in for you, you know. I mean,
yeah.
But still, I thought it goes back to our defense once again here tonight in this game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's one thing that you can control for the most part.
Yeah.
And, it's just a credit to the girls. I mean, that's something that you got to buy into. Not everybody wants to play defense. Not everybody loves to play defense. But the girls understand if they want to play on this floor, they've got to play defense.
Yep. Shelby Bird knocked down a couple of threes for you there in the second half, finishes with 16. And you had Ann Ashley scored a 3. You had Mahala Burton that scored a 3. So everybody that came in contributed in one way.
Yeah, they did, and that's what we try to talk about in the locker room at halftime is all 9 kids that played, they brought something, and that's exactly what we need. If you come in and don't give us a reason to keep playing you or to play you at all, that's an issue. But I thought every single player brought something to the table tonight.
We've only got one night off and go to Allen County, Scottsville on Thursday night for a big district game, and just found out they were behind by 28 to Franklin Simpson after 3. So, but if you've seen Allen County, Scottsville play, I guess it was a game against Greenwood down at Bowling Green on Saturday. What'd you think of what you saw?
Well, it's kind of the same thing. They all run around Morris, and we kind of had a Nazier too, but we kind of came into this game with that same mindset. It's very similar to what we saw tonight is what we're going to see Thursday as far as, Hudson is a dominating player, and then she's got a couple kids around her that can shoot. But, I thought they had some kids inside that might overpower, not necessarily overpower us, but their size might be a little bigger than us. Yeah. But I like the speed, and I feel like we, as long as we take care of the ball and we obviously contain Morris and Nazier, and of course Roy, we got to know about her.
Oh, yeah.
We should be okay.
Well, South Warren had some size, too. The Fugate girl, the Gatewood girl, and the Stroud. Yeah. And so, they had some size. And you talk about Morris averaging 23 a game, and Nacer averages about 15 a game. Those are the two main scorers for ACS this year.
That's exactly right. I like our defenders on those two kids, too. But, I imagine they're going to play probably a 2-3 zone, so they'll probably try to pack it in a little bit, which that's fine. That's one thing we got to work on anyway.
Yep. Well, Coach, congratulations to you.
All right,
we'll see you on Thursday night.
Thank you.
Coach Piper Lindsay, the Trojanettes, they win at 49-38 over South Warren to go to 5-1 on the year. And our post-game report is coming up next, brought to you by SCRTC. This is Barren County Basketball on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Haven't heard? There's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Barren. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more.
Get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. The BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. The versatile lineup is built to help you make the most of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 72 months on select BX models. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales, 1311 West Main Street in Glasgow.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly, or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always.
Extreme Health Club and Extreme Fitness for Women, both with 24-hour access. And Extreme Blend Smoothie Bar to help you refuel and recover. Over 8,000 square feet of weights in Extreme Health Club and ladies only at Extreme Fitness for Women, including tanning beds, both with access to saunas, infrared saunas, and the 90-degree saline therapy pool. You'll love the wide variety of classes with experienced instructors. Personal training is available and with the best in the business. Call or stop by today and see what everybody's talking about.
South Warren, this is the SCRTC postgame report. SCRTC's alternative to cable is MyStream TV. Switch today and save on your cable bill. Barren County led 14-9 at the end of the first quarter. It was 29-17 at halftime, 42-28 after 3, and they finished winning 49-38. South Warren had a total of 12 field goals. Half of those were three-point shots. And they were 8 of 12 from the foul line. McLean Hudson had 13 for South Warren, 2 threes, a 2, and was 5 of 6 from the charity stripe. Juniper Strow with a couple of threes and a 2 and 1 of 4 from the line for 9 points. Avery Fugate scored 2. Jenna Lindsay had 7 on a 3 and a couple of 2s. A 3 and a 2 for Ashley Overbay for 5, and Karis Carter had 2 free throws for her 2 points. Barren County Trojanettes, 18 field goals, 11 in the first half, 7 in the second half, finishing with 5 threes, 8 of 15 from the foul line, and Shelby Bird finishing with 16 points. 6 baskets, 2 of those were three-point shots. She was 2 for 3 from the foul line. And Ashley Atkinson scored 9, 7 of those in the first quarter, 4 baskets, 1 of those a three-point shot. She was 0 for 1 from the foul line. Katie Elmore scores 7, 3 baskets, 1 of 3 from the charity stripe. Katie Geralds with 3 points tonight, a basket and 1 of 2 from the line. Mahala Burton had a 3-point shot. Addie Slago had 2. Hannah Bragg scored 4 of 4 from the foul line. Riley Wilson had a basket for 2 and was 0 for 2 from the line. And Addison McFall hit a 3-point shot for her 3 points.
I had us 18 of 53 tonight for 33%. We hit a third of our threes, 5 of 15 for 33. As you mentioned, half of their field goals were threes. They were 12 of 51 for 24%, and they were 6 of 28 from 3. So over half of their attempts were threes, and half of their makes were. We kind of survived, and 1 of 11 fourth period. We went over half the period before we even got a single point, and you mentioned DePiper. That was a lot because of our defense, and it also was because they were only 2 of 13 themselves there in that last quarter, so not a whole lot of offense happening. No, neither team turned the ball over a whole lot. 7 for us, 8 for them. A ton of rebounds. 43 is what I had for us. We out-rebounded them 43-34. We had 17 offensive boards, and they had 13. This was a team that came in averaging 35 rebounds a game, so they got their average, but we still out-rebounded them by 9. I thought we did a really good job. I think South could be a really good team. I just don't think they're organized enough to do it. They have some pieces that could really be put together, and if they were, we'll just say, organized, I think they could be a top 5 team in this region. And but tonight they just didn't shoot the ball well enough, and we got the job done. We turn our focus to Allen County, who ends up getting beat by Franklin tonight, and they'll be ready to come back and kind of prove themselves as a top 5 team themselves.
And you mentioned South Warren. It's going to be interesting to see who comes out of that 14th district this year, because Bowling Green's not playing as well. I think Wardlow is out for them right now.
That's what I heard.
And then you've got Greenwood and, of course, Warren Central. So, Bowling Green, Greenwood, South Warren, 2 of those 3, of course, will make it to the regional tournament come March, but still a long way off till March. Post-game stats brought to you by Southern States Co-op and their new location on Cross Street. When we come back, we'll have the countdown to tip-off of the Trojans and the Spartans. It's coming up next. More Barren County basketball here on Homecoming Night at WCLU 104.7 FM.
If you're ready for all Christmas all the time, tune to Santa 102.3.
Rocking around the Christmas tree.
Santa 102.3.
Take a trip down Candy Cane Lane with me. Run, Rudolph, better make the frog.
The Christmas station. Santa 102.3.
Hey, son, what you doing?
Daddy, I'm gonna own a dealership one day.
All right, I'll dream with you.
From one small dream to over 25 dealerships in the state of Kentucky, we have set out to provide Kentuckians with reliable vehicles and the best customer service for over 50 years. This may have started with a simple dream, but our dedication to our customers will go on for generations.
This
In Game 2 of our doubleheader tonight, 17th-year head coach Warren Cunningham's Barren County Trojans is 1-4 and off to its worst start since the 2010-2011 season, when they started the season at 1-7 and they finished 5-21 that year. That was Coach Cunningham's third year as coach of the Trojans. And with losses to Greene County, Caverna, Warren East, and LaRue County, South Warren is 5-1 under third-year head coach Carlos Quarles. They started the season with only a 1-point loss to Warren East, 60-59, but have won 5 straight over University Heights, 74-64, LaRue County, 88-82, Metcalfe County, 94-51, Allen County, Scottsville, 100-72, and Christian County Saturday night, 92-65. The Spartans are averaging 93.5 points a game the last 4 games and 84.5 per game in the first 6. Spartans lost their leading scorer and three-point shooter from last year, Drew Hudson, to graduation last year, but returned 4 starters, 3 that averaged double figures in Griffin Warden, Thad Hall, and Jackson Decker. Quarles is the 7th head coach for South Warren since they were established in 2010, and Quarles has been the longest tenured coach since Derek Clubb, who coached the first 3 seasons at South Warren, which was followed by Darren Breeze, who is at Adair County, Tony Hopper, Nelson Cundiff, Blaine Emery, who is an assistant for the Lady-Spartans, and Jason Holland. Quarles has a 21-7 record 2 years ago, and which has been the best of any South Warren boys basketball team. However, the Spartans have never been to the 4th region tournament, and it will be tough again this year to get out of the 14th district with Bowling Green, Warren Central, and Greenwood to compete with. South Warren is ranked 5th this week in the Bowling Green Daily News prep poll. Barren County is ranked 8th this week. The Trojans have a 9-4 overall record against South Warren. The Trojans won last year 67-51, but tonight will be another tough challenge for the Trojans, especially against a team, Robert, that's averaging 94 points a game in the last 4 games.
Yeah, and you look at that Warren East and say, well, Warren East only beat them by 1 and they only scored 59, but that was also the Monday after they lost to Bowling Green in the football game. So they were still playing the week before that, and so they haven't gotten their football players, they hadn't got back in a groove, but all of a sudden they are a stark contrast to us. And I've got a bunch of stats, but if you take the game we won out, and that's the E-Town game, we're only averaging 46.75 points a game. That's 12 points a quarter. Yeah. We've only hit 9 threes outside of that E-Town game where we hit 9 threes. We are 9 of 63 for 14% if you take that out. And overall, we're shooting 35%. You have a completely different team when you're facing tonight. They have 9 kids that average 6+. They have 8 that shoots 50% or more from the field, and they just shoot it well. 52% overall, over 40% from 3, and they clearly put a ton of points on the board. 85 a game is completely different than what we're used to. So this is going to be a very, very tall task for us, and we're going to have to find a lot of ways to score the basketball tonight, or just completely shut them down, which probably is not going to happen at the clip that they have shooting it, and as many kids as they can score it with.
Yeah, 52 3-point makes in the last 5 ball games for South Warren. They shoot 52% from the field, and they've made 56 threes in their games, over 40% from behind the arc, 71% from the foul line, and an average of 8 threes a ball game. Well, we've got the starting lineups when we come back after this. It's Countdown to Tip-Off, brought to you by Don Franklin, Barren County Basketball on WCLU 104.7 FM.
This December, the Glasgow EPB and American Cable, your local authorized dish network retailer, are teaming up to bring you big savings. With American Cable and Glasgow EPB Internet, TV packages start at only $91.99 a month with a 2-year price guarantee, and you will also receive 2 years of Netflix absolutely free, while also being entered for a chance to win a 65-inch 4K LG Smart TV. Call 270-651-8341 or 270-847-4542 today.
So Aero Safety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that, that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Hello, Barren County. This is Amy Irwin, Superintendent of Barren County Schools. As we celebrate the holiday season, we want to take a moment to reflect on the incredible year we've had. From the achievements of our students to the dedication of our teachers and staff, Barren County Schools continues to shine. This season is all about gratitude, togetherness, and hope. On behalf of our entire district, I want to thank our families and community for your unwavering support. You make all that we do possible. Merry Christmas.
Hi, I'm Shelley Gross, the chair of the Barren County Board of Education. The heart of Barren County is our people, our students, teachers, staff, and families. During this season of giving, let us remember the importance of kindness, compassion, and supporting one another. From our Board of Education to each and every one of you, we send our warmest wishes for a wonderful holiday season.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Barren County Schools.
Lady-Spartans 5-1 of the year under third-year head coach Carlos Quarles. They will start number 12, Griffin Rardin, a senior, averaging 17.3 points a game. He was voted number 8 best player in Region 4 among the coaches. Thad Hall, number 0, a senior, 12.8 points a game. Jackson Decker, number 11, a junior, 11.2 points, 7.5 rebounds. Bryce Button, a senior, 8 points in 3 games he's averaged. And also Owen Shively, a junior, averaging 6.2 points a game for South Warren. Barren County Trojans under Coach Warren Cunningham. Tate Spillman, number 5, 6'165" senior, averaging 9.4 points a game. Bray Bewley, number 3, 6'140" senior, averaging 5.2. Joshua Deckard, number 32, 6'5", 235", a senior, averaging 9.8 points and 6.5 rebounds. He's actually right now the leading scorer in the team. So Joshua Deckard, 9.8, Tate Spillman at 9.4. Waylon Clemens, number 33, 6'160", a senior, 4.3 points a game. And Kate Hardy, number 23, 6'150", junior, averaging 5.8. The officials, the same 3 we had at the girls' game: John McMillan, Jamie and Bailey, and Kendrick Adams. And the officials are sponsored by McDonald's of Glasgow. We'll get set for the Farmers RECC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening tip-off here in just a little bit. Our first quarter of action tonight brought to you by The People's Bank, working for you. And now it's time for the J&J Sales Keys to the Game.
Well, I just mentioned they average 9 threes a game. We haven't made but 9 threes in 4 out of our 5 games combined. So that means you add 4 of our 5 games together, and we have only had 9 of 63, like I just said. So when we want to make shots, clearly, but when that's not happening, we have to get to the free throw line. Only averaging 12 free throws a game. So 47 makes, really, and actually that's attempts. 47 attempts over those 5 games that we talked about, taking the E-Town game out. So we can't run a set every time to get a shot. So we have to be creative. We have to attack sometimes, get to the line, and we find a way to defend, find a way to disrupt, make things happen, change defenses, really kind of keep them on their toes. So a lot of things have to kind of go our way for us to win tonight, but we have to limit the amount of shots that they get. And I think our kids, it's not like our kids aren't trying. We have so many things to work on in practice. We have a hard time getting up enough shots. Those kids are here in the mornings. They're getting up shots. They want to win, I promise. It's not nothing about that. So, they're getting after it. They're putting in the time. They're getting up shots. So hopefully sometimes that's got to translate to wins. But we've got to see it right here in these 32 minutes to make that happen as well.
Another update on the scoreboard brought to you by Barren County Judge Executive Jamie Bewley Bird. And Warren East girls defeat Logan County tonight 46-35. That's in a 2A sectional final. Will set up between them or Allen or Franklin Simpson after Christmas break. So East wins 46-35 over Logan girls tonight. Also tonight, how about this one? Russell County girls 76, Metcalfe County 66. That's in a 16th district matchup.
Say that one again.
Russell County 76, Metcalfe County 66.
That is surprising.
It is surprising.
Russell has really struggled this year,
Yes.
And that is surprising.
And then the other score we have, Glasgow defeats Russellville tonight 56-35.
Cumberland County beat Clinton 43-27. LaRue beat Caverna 55-26, and Franklin beat Allen 68-45. So that's pretty much as good as we can get you on a girls' rundown there tonight.
It is homecoming night here at Barren County High, and of course we'll have all of the festivities taking place at halftime of this boys' game. South Warren Spartans in black uniforms, silver letters and numbers, Spartans across the front of their jerseys. Barren County down to our left in their home white with burgundy numbers and letters outlined and trimmed in gold. And a really good crowd for this game.
Yeah.
It's almost like close to having a district tournament crowd, I would think.
It's a Friday night crowd on a Tuesday night is what it is.
It really is. Got the Barren County student section across the way. A lot of students have turned out for this game tonight. Of course, it's homecoming, and usually you're going to have more, but still a very good crowd for it to be Tuesday night.
You know, earlier you talked about South Warren's girls have never won the region. They probably should have won a region in the time that they've had with the teams that they've had. And with the athletes they have, you know, the Button kid going to Eastern Michigan, one of the better quarterbacks around here, you know, they've had a ton of athletes and had a ton of success on the football field. I've never figured out why some of that hasn't translated to basketball success. They just have never had a really good boys basketball team. They've had a good everything else, good baseball, good golf, good, I mean, up and down, South Warren has won a ton of athletic regional titles, but never really sniffed a district or win a district, much less get in the region. But they've got a really good team here this year that can really, really score it. So interested to see how they go tonight.
Got the two Deckers in the jump circle. Joshua Deckard for Barren. He gets the tap, but it's chased down by South Warren, and they lay it up and in quickly. That's Owen Shifley.
You almost want to give the tip an assist. That was so good, right to the bucket.
And a trap in the backcourt. Bewley gets rid of it off to Spillman. And Tate's in a trap too. He's had nowhere to go. They reach in on him, and he gets away from the trap somehow. Bounce pass off to Hardy on the right side. Hardy will circle it back up, and he'll give it to Bewley to set it up. Bewley going one-on-one here. Stops top of the key. Feeds it off to Spillman right of the lane. Trying to get around his defender. He's cut off down there by Hall. Trying to go up, but he can't. He has to throw it back outside to Bewley. And now Bewley will send it to Hardy on the left side. Hardy, diagonal pass in the right corner. Bewley fires a three and hits it.
Bewley's got to have some of that scoring ability.
Hatcher and Sadler, Funeral Home, 3-point shot to start the ball game for the Trojans. 3-2 lead. South Warren with the basketball. Hall has it on the left side. He'll give it over to Shively. And now they give it to Button. Button to the right wing. Dumps it down in low there to Rarden. We've got a whistle and an offensive foul. Tate Spillman taking the charge. Rarden will commit to foul. And that is his first and the first foul of the quarter against South Warren.
I'm going to go, 5'9". He's probably the shortest kid out there on the floor, although he's their leading scorer. So they tried to post Tate up. It wasn't much of a mismatch, but Tate gets them to turn it over.
Tate is in a trap and throws it away. Driving in is Hall. He'll lay it in.
They are going to get after us 84 feet.
Yep. Bewley lobs it back off to Hardy. Bounce pass at midcourt to Spillman. Spillman. Bounce pass down in there to Decker. He puts it up. It's no good. And it's tapped up in the air and taken by South Warren's Decker. Into the front court with it is Shively. Shively picks up his dribble. He needs some help. Sends it over to Hall to the right side. Hall now looking. Now to Rarden. Here's Button, top of the key. Swings it left side. Shively driving. Reverses it up and in.
At the baseline. They're perfect from the field to start the game. Up 6-3.
Early here in the first quarter. We've got about 2 minutes gone. Here's Tate Spillman trying to go up. He got it to roll in somehow. Boy, I don't know how he got it between those pressure. Yeah. 6-5 the score. Hall with it on the left side for South Warren. Gives it to Button. Button out top of the circle. Button hasn't put down the dribble yet. Fires it over to Shively. Gets a screen from Button. Shively trying to penetrate into the key. Gives to Hall. Fakes. Drives into the lane. And now gets cut off in there. Here's Button and a collision here. And a blocking foul will be called on Joshua Decker. And on Decker, his first foul of the basketball game against the Trojans. And it will be South Warren basketball. Underneath to the left as Rardon will toss it in. Rardon sends it out to Button. Button has an open look at a three, doesn't take it. Sends it over to Decker. Decker defended there by Bewley. Now here's Shively, curls into the key and reverses it back out. He'll give it to Hall. Hall works against Clemens, who's guarding him. Button on the left side. He'll give it down to Shively. Back out front it comes to Hall. And now Hall will get rid of it off to Rardon. Rardon trying to penetrate, can't go. Jump pass in the corner to Shively. He's cut off by Hardy. Has to move it back out, reverses back to the left. He wants to drive, goes inside there. It's underneath to Hall. Hall puts it up and in.
The point guard got away with the hook on Hardy there and wrapped it around there for layup.
Here comes Joshua Decker to the basket. Can't get it to go in. Rebound of South Warren. Long pass down, three-pointer by Rardon is short. Underneath an offensive rebound. They kick it back in there to Button. Jump stop, trying to go up with it, blocked, but it goes right underneath to Decker for the shot. And a long pass up to Joshua Decker for Barren County. Joshua Decker will give it back out to Cade Hardy. 10-5 South Warren. Here's Hardy with a pull-up jumper. Good from 15 feet away.
You don't want to run at their pace because if you do, you're going to be in a shootout.
That is true. Here's Rardon and a bad pass. He threw it cross court. Hardy's got it for Barren. The head up in the corner. Spillman thought about the three, goes up the baseline, goes strong to the bucket and puts it in.
But with that being said, when they give us opportunities, we got to take them.
And on the other end, here's Button putting it up. No good. Rebound, Waylon Clemens. Clemens dumps it off to Bewley. Bewley heads toward the middle and now gets rid of to Decker underneath. He'll put it up and in.
We capitalize in transition off of their first miss of the night.
Barren County takes the lead, 11-10. Here's Hall with it out front on the left side. Straight away over to Shively. He'll get rid of it off to Decker. Decker back out to Button. He'll fire up a three. It is off the mark. Hardy with a rebound for the Trojans. Hardy looking at a trap. Bounces it off to Bewley. And now Bewley looking at a trap. Gives it back to Hardy on the near side. Ahead up to Clemens on the right. He'll pull up, shoot a three-point shot, and it's no good. Rebound comes off to South Warren as Shively brings it up court for the Spartans on the left side of the floor. Shively gets a screen there from Button, hooks it back to Button on the left side, dribbles toward the circle, and bodies colliding here, going to the floor. Here's a jumper put up, no good. Offensive rebound, Rardon for three. It's off the mark, cleared out by Waylon Clemens. He'll give it to Bewley. 3:10 left in the corner. Long pass down the right side, Spillman. Thought about the three, drives to the right elbow, into the lane, now gives it back over to Hardy. Left side, Bewley at the left elbow, bounces underneath to Clemens, and he puts it in.
Good pick and roll there in short space on the left side. Perfectly executed pocket pass.
13-10. Ball gets ricocheted away. Will come back in the backcourt, scooped up, and it is Clemens hitting the side of the backboard with it. May have got fouled. Spillman to the baseline. He gets cut off. Back to Hardy. Thought about the three. Double team. Gives it off to Clemens. They go into Decker. Trying to break free. He loses a handle and it goes out of bounds. Gavin Nunn, a 6'6", 230-pound junior, checks into the Trojan lineup. And for the first time this season, we see Jackson Reese, 5'11", 170, a senior. His first appearance this season for the Trojans.
Glad to see
coming off an injury.
Yeah, glad to see him back in there coming off that injury. He is a constant motor. He's going to bring energy on both sides of the ball.
And they've got a new player in the ball game as well. That's Brandon Perkins, number 2, a freshman, with a crossover move to the basket, puts it up and in. Perkins averages 7.5 points a game coming off the bench. 14-12, Barren jump past Bewley, midcourt Spillman, one-hand throw down to Reese. He goes under, puts it in.
Right off the bench and into the scoring column on the first offensive possession of the year.
15-12. We got a whistle and a foul will be charged to Bray Bewley. And that's his first and the second foul of the quarter. As Will Brody Spillman will check into the Trojan lineup, a 6'2 senior. So right now we got Bewley, Spillman, Will Brody Spillman, Nunn, and Reese on the court right now for Barren. So only 2 starters in there for Coach Warren Cunningham. 15-12. Here's a bad pass, but chased down Shively, 15-footer, way off the mark. Spillman out of there with it for the Trojans. Here's Tate Tate, little head fake, goes in. He got cut off, comes out to Reese. He'll give it to Bewley the right side. Down in the corner, Will Brody Spillman. Back out to Tate Spillman. Now gives to Bewley. Bewley going to drive. He gets cut off down low. Trying to throw it underneath. Shovel pass gets knocked away. Reese picks it back up. He goes in the lane underneath to Nunn, and he puts it in.
So an instant contribution, a bucket and an assist.
17-12. Perkins to the rack. No. And Nunn may have got a hand on that one. Either that or hit the bottom of the backboard. Tate Spillman a three. Way short, right underneath the Will Brody. He puts it in.
That's an assist. Spillman to Spillman, we'll say.
19-12, Barren County. A minute 12 to go in the opening quarter. And here's Shively. He'll give it over to Hall. Hall now sends it off now to Jace Jarvis, who's in the ball game now. A senior, averaging 6 points a game. Hall on the right wing, out to Perkins. Perkins may have walked, and we're going to get a foul out of the floor.
You call Jackson for a bump, I think, out front.
His first, that'll be number 3 on Barren County here in the first quarter. Kate Hardy coming back in. Waylon Clemens back in for the Trojans. Jackson Reese and Tate Spillman go out. 56.4 seconds to go. And they got a new player in the ball game. Clay Willis, number 25, a junior. He'll hook it back out to 23. Camden Page, 15-footer, way short. Didn't even draw iron underneath. South Warren keeps it. Here's Shively for 3, and he knocks it down. Shively's got 7, and it's 19-15. Barren County. Will Brody Spillman trapped here at midcourt. Throws it off the foot of Jarvis and out of bounds with 32 seconds to go.
Loose ball, offensive rebound, kick out for a 3 when they're really struggling. That was not what we needed, but that's what they were able to get.
Here's Hardy on the left side. In the corner, Bewley 3 is off the mark. Nunn trying to get the rebound. He's going to be tied up there with Willis. Possession arrow 2, Barren County with 23.4. Tate Spillman will check back in the Trojan lineup. Caverna leading LaRue County boys 10-8 after one quarter. A District 18 matchup.
There's 3 good teams there. One of them's not going to make it.
Here's Clemens working underneath. Flips up the shot. Got it, and a foul.
Able to make it all the way back from the right side to his strong side and ping-ponged all the way over there. Finally got it up and got the foul call. Waylon, I don't know if he did this the other night against LaRue County, but Waylon's wearing 10 tonight. He normally wears 33.
Yeah. And here's his free throw. It's in the air, and it's too strong.
That's a lane violation.
It should have been.
Yeah, so they got Willis there with the lane violation, stepped in.
Barren County 21, South Warren 15, 19.4 to play here in the first. This shot this time, Rams good for Clemens.
All right.
3-point play the old-fashioned way. 22-15, Barren County, 15 seconds to play here in the quarter. Down to 10. Shively gets a screen. He dribbles right, leaves it off in there with a spin move, and going up with a shot. It's no good. Crashing aboard, loose ball, scramble for, scooped up by Will Brody Spillman, and he almost made the shot from 75 feet away. We're at the end of one. It is Barren County 22, South Warren 15. We'll come back with a second quarter after this timeout. This is Trojan basketball on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey Lindsay, it's been really hot, and with warm weather comes pests.
Well, Billy, at Southern States, we have bug sprays and pest control products to use around your home. We want you to be able to enjoy the summer pest-free.
And outdoor grilling season is also here.
Everyone can get their propane tanks for your outdoor grills and fire pits filled at Southern States in Glasgow.
Propane summer fills are also coming up.
Call 651-6167 or 651-2159 for your local Southern States.
And we are now on 120 Cross Street, just off 31E South.
Over the South Warren Spartan Trojans. And they just made a presentation, an award to Brody Miller, Athlete of the Year in the 4th Region in cross country. So congratulations to him.
Just on fire there in the first quarter. We were 10 of 15. How about that?
Pretty good shooting. South Warren with a basketball as they work it around the perimeter. They throw it back cross corner with a Shively. They give it there to Jarvis. They go about 10 deep. Got Perkins on the left side. Perkins with a crossover move and a spin move. Goes up in the lane. No good. Crashing aboard Jarvis. And it's going to be a jump ball. The possession arrow to Barren.
They go 10 deep. Well, they got 9 kids that average 6 or more points a game.
I know,
so they all get in there and contribute.
They sure do.
A lot of interchangeable parts.
Here's Hardy. Coming up court, looking at a trap. Hooks it in the middle there to Decker. In the corner, Tate Spillman bluffs the 3. Back out to Clemens. He'll send it over to Bewley. Bewley now hands it off to Tate Spillman. Tate Spillman circles around and leaves it with Hardy. Hardy back to Clemens on the left wing. Clemens looking inside. Nobody there. Back out to Hardy. Long 3. No good off to the right. Good look. Just wouldn't go down.
Yeah.
And here comes South Warren on the attack is Shively. Penetrating in the lane. Dumps it off underneath to Jarvis, and he puts it in. Or excuse me, Willis.
Had to have help. The secondary help didn't come, so the easy bucket there for Willis.
Here's Hardy in the backcourt. Floats it up to Spillman. Spillman on the left side. In a trap. Bounces it back to Hardy. Right side it goes to Bewley. Now Bewley looking inside. Bewley wants to work with it. He's picked up his dribble. Oh, a dangerous pass. Going to be picked off. He tried to go to Clemens with it.
Yeah.
And this is Jarvis with the basketball. Jarvis, crossover move into the lane. Throws it up with the left hand. Rimmed it off. Rebound. Joshua Deckard. Outlet pass comes to Clemens. Clemens behind the back dribble. Scoops it up and in. What a move.
That was a move after a move.
That's that. Put that on the highlight. 24-17. South Warren with the basketball. It's Perkins. On the left side, goes to baseline, kicks it back out to Shively. Shively now will bring it back out to set it up. 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Perkins, top of the key, penetrating, spins, had it swiped away out of bounds. They say it went off of one of the Trojans, but
it did. Braid knocked it out, and it went off Tate's arm.
Bryce Button and Griffin Rardon will return to the South Warren lineup now with 5:53 to go here in the first half. Comes in the corner to Button on the left-hand side. Button's looking, picked up his dribble, needs somebody to come get it. Sends it back out to Perkins, back to Button. Button gives it to Rardon. Rardon trying to make a move on Spillman, trying to backtrack into him, throws it off in the corner. Going up the baseline is Jarvis, puts it up and in.
Got to identify that he's probably not going to really shoot it out there, so ran him off the line, and that was his strong suit.
Yep, 24-19. Spillman in the corner, lets it go for 3, and it's off the mark. And a rebound is going to go off of Barren and out of bounds. Jackson Reese will return to the court for the Trojans. He'll replace Cade Hardy. 5:24 to go in the first half. Barren leading 24-19. As Rardon handles the basketball, accelerating against Spillman. And then Reese trying to reach in there and rip it away, but he's going to be called for the foul.
This is a tough game to officiate because there's so much contact, whether that's around the rim or checking even guarding out on the floor. But I think they've done a really good job so far.
Second foul on Jackson Reese, so he had to come out of the game. No, he's staying in there. I'm sorry. He's still in there. 5:08 to play, first half. Perkins with the basketball out front with it for South Warren. Gives to Button on the right wing. Now Button looking, floats it down inside. Ball almost got away there, but Reese couldn't snag it. And then down low, they're having trouble with it. They finally get it out from Decker to Bryce Button. Button will go off to the right side. Back out, Rardon pulls the trigger for 3. It's no good. And a whistle and a foul underneath the basket.
They're going to call that on Bray, and the kid climbed Bray's ladder there over his back.
It's going to be his second, too, and that's the second foul on the Trojans in the quarter, and Cade Hardy will come back in the game, and I guess Bewley will have to go out. As they get it in there to Button, left of the lane, hands it off to Perkins. Perkins cut off, has it knocked away, saved inbounds, but couldn't get control of it. South Warren keeps it alive. Here's Button. Oh, that's going to be an offensive foul. Jackson Reese taking the charge.
That's a risky take there because if it doesn't go your way, it's 3.
Yeah.
But he was in excellent legal guarding position to pick up that charge in a South Warren turnover.
Hall will come back in for South Warren. He'll replace Page. And full court pressure here for South Warren. Ball comes to Hardy. He'll give it to Clemens. Clemens pushes it down the floor. In the corner, Jackson Reese with it. Out to Hardy. 3 ball in the air, rattled out.
He's got to get one of those to go. He just needs to see it go down.
Hall into the front court. Oh, an extra step there.
Enforced turnover.
And so Barren County will have the basketball. Joshua Deckard coming back in. 4:19 to play here in the first half. Barren County with a 5-point lead, led by 7 at the end of the first, 22-15. Not much scoring here in the second, 4-2 South Warren edge. Jackson Reese covered up by Perkins. Sends it back out to Spillman. Left side it goes to Hardy. Now Hardy. And we got a whistle away from the ball.
3
seconds in the lane.
The most unaffected 3-second call ever.
The second quarter is brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. So we come down to the halfway mark of the second quarter. Homecoming activities will take place. We'll have that on the radio for you. Here's Bryce Button. He'll send it over to Hall. Hall out front. Back left side, Perkins. Now gives it to Button. Button looking. Putting down one dribble. Here's the lob down low and breaking free. Putting it up and in as Jackson Decker gets the basket. 24-21. Reese gets bumped. And Hall will commit the foul. His first, team second. And so Barren County will have the basketball as Shifley will return to the Spartan lineup. Will Brody Spillman is returned for Barren with 3:32 to go. Hardy sends it out to Decker. He'll give it back to Hardy. Hardy out front with it. Off to Spillman to the right side. It's Tate. Tate wants to drive. He'll throw it up, try to draw the foul there. Ball is slapped out to the corner. Warden saves it in bounds to Button. Button pushing it down the right side. He drives, a whistle and a foul. Foul is on Gavin Nunn. First foul on Nunn. 3 on the Trojans here in the quarter. Warden will inbound the ball as he'll get it out there to Decker. Decker working inside, back to Button. 17-footer in the air, no good. Can't get the rebound. Here's Hall spinning. He shuffled his feet. Turnover will give it back to Barren County with 3:08 to go in the first half.
Not even close.
Ball comes into Hardy. As Hardy will walk it up. Down to the 3-minute mark. Barren County 24, South Warren 21. Right elbow is Nunn. Dribbles, hands it off to Spillman, top of the key. Fires it down to Decker. Decker trying to muscle his way up, missing the shot. Tried to draw the foul there, didn't get it. Here's Warden with it for South Warren. Over goes to Shifley for 3, and it's off high. Battle for the rebound, tapped around, taken by Joshua Decker. He'll give it to Cade Hardy. And now Cade Hardy down to 2:34 to play here in the first half. Leading by 3. Got pressure out front from Shifley. Bounce pass over to Tate Spillman. Tate Spillman out top now to Nunn. He'll send it off to Hardy on the right side. Underneath to Will Brody. He puts it up and in.
Got shoved right in the middle of the bag, too. Good job catching, putting up and in, and maintaining that composure. We needed that. We've been on about a 2.5-minute scoring drought, so that comes at a great time for an and-one opportunity.
Will Brody Spillman with his second field goal of the game as Waylon Clemens will come in for Gavin Nunn. Barren leads at 26-21. 2:21 to go here in the first half. Free throw is no good. It pops out. And that's only the second free throw shot of the half for Barren. South Warren has not been to the line in the first half. It's been up and down all this first half. Here's a lob. They go inside there, and it's going to be put up no good. Tapped up, no good. And underneath, there's Rardon throwing it up, and a foul call.
Got to get that board.
Foul is on Waylon Clemens. His first, team's fourth, and these will be the first free throw shots for South Warren of the game. It's Griffin Rardon, an 80% foul shooter on the season. And his first one is on the way, and it's good. That's his first point of the game. 26-22. Barren County with a 4-point lead. 2:03 to go before halftime. Second shot of the air, rims off. Whistle, what we got?
Lane violation.
So we'll have one more.
I think they called it on Cade.
So now Rardon will get another chance at it here.
And he did on the replay there. Gave him a free point. They got a free, or we got a free point off their lane violation, so that evens out.
I guess so. 2 minutes to play here in the half. 26-23, Barren County. Cade Hardy goes off the left side, looks back right, wanted to go back door, but Spillman came back out front to get the pass. Now Spillman wants to drive with it, goes to the bucket, puts it up good, and a foul.
Got behind, went initially to kind of set up a backdoor cut. It wasn't there, so just he pulled it out, and then quick first step beat his man one way or the other.
So the second foul on Jackson Decker for South Warren. That's the fourth team foul of the quarter. And Tate Spillman has a chance at a three-point play here. Gavin Nunn back in for Joshua Decker for Barren. Free throw for Tate Spillman, no good.
We've got to hit those free throws, don't we?
Barren County is 1 for 3 from the foul line.
Get there, you got to get them.
Yep. And underneath, here's a shot blocked from behind by Gavin Nunn. Off it goes to Hardy, to Spillman. Spillman right side, crossover move, head fake, kicks it off. It goes, skips off of Will Brody's hands and out of bounds.
Yeah, he was eager to shoot that one so much he forgot to catch it. Great block and recovery. That was a wide open pass down here a while ago, and a great recovery by Gavin Nunn to come from behind and not foul.
There's Shively with the basketball for South Warren. He's guarded out front by Cade Hardy. Dribbles to the right side, throws it in the corner to Hall. He'll dump it back to Rardon. Tate Spillman guarding him. There's a baseball pass back to the left side. They kick it off in the left corner for Button for a three. It's no good. Hall the offensive rebound. Rardon a three-point shot, no good. Nunn claims the board. He'll give it to Cade Hardy. Just under a minute to play here in the first half. Barren County with a 5-point lead.
Not going to get all of it run down for one shot, but you want a long possession to get a good shot.
Yep. Spillman gives it out to Clemens, swings it to Hardy. Head fake, moves in, baseline jumper, good!
Not getting the one behind the stripe, so dribble in and get a 12-footer.
30-23, that matches the largest lead for Barren here in the half. That's what they led by at the end of the first quarter. Button gives it to Rardon, floater, no. Offensive rebound, underneath it goes to Hall, and he puts it in. 30-25, 20 seconds to play here in the first half.
And give us another look at it. Now we'll take the last one.
Here's Cade Hardy. Guarded closely by Shively. Right elbow, Decker had it poked out of his hands. 8 seconds. Spillman, three, no good. And rebound there by South Warren. Here's Shively with a bounce pass off to Rardon. Rardon pulls up, throws it up at the horn. It's a three-point shot.
Shot it too quick. We shot it too quick and gave them an opportunity at it. That was our mistake, and they cut it to a 2-point lead.
And it is a 30-28 lead for Barren here at the break. Their largest was 7. And we'll have our homecoming activities taking place here in just a moment. So we'll take a break and come back, unless they're going to get this homecoming thing started. Not sure how much of a delay that's going to be, but let's see. And I'm not sure what they're going to wait on here. I hate to go to break, and then they've already started the homecoming festivities, so we'll just hang on here. If you missed the girls' game earlier tonight, Trojanettes winning 49-38 over the Lady-Spartans of South Warren. And Jonathan Burge is going to be our guy to handle the homecoming activities as they try to get everything set up here. Don't forget, we'll be at Allen County, Scottsville Thursday night. We'll be off tomorrow night. We'll go back on the road to Allen County, Scottsville on Thursday for a big district doubleheader with the Patriots and Lady Patriots. Girls game will start at 6 with the boys to follow. We'll be out there at 5:45 Thursday night from Allen County, Scottsville. And then we will be on the road Saturday. And let's go to Jonathan Burge now.
Good evening and welcome to the 2024 Barren County Basketball Homecoming. Our first candidates this evening are representing BC Buddies, a junior, Miss Peyton Wheeler, daughter of Angela Wilson and Tony Taylor, and senior, Mr. Tyler Johnson, son of the late Miss Elizabeth Johnson. Next, representing Educators Rising is the senior, Miss Anna Kate Alexander, daughter of Cindy and Jason Alexander, and a sophomore, Mr. Cohen Coffey, son of Brandon Coffey. Our next candidates are representing Every Monday Matters. Senior Sailor Williams, daughter of Kurt Williams and Crystal Brandstetter, and Paul Mares, son of Melissa Kearney. Representing Future Business Leaders of America are seniors Kennedy Rush, daughter of Rex and Angie Rush, and Kaylin Burks, son of Brian and Oliva Burks. Next, representing the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, we have seniors Hadley Harris, daughter of Jamie and Sarah Beth Harris, and Brody Miller, son of Mike and Jill Miller. Our next candidates are seniors representing the Pep Club. Miss J.C. Childress, daughter of B.J. and Christian Childress, and Mr. Canyon Calhoun, son of Lori and Marvin Calhoun. Representing our performing arts departments are seniors Madison Coots, daughter of Brad and Laura Coots, and Jackson Smith, son of Andrea Smith and Chris Smith. Next, representing Students Against Destructive Decisions is a senior, Miss Lexi Bush, daughter of Tabitha Hurt and David Bush, and a sophomore, Mr. Mason Bennett, son of Anthony and Ashley Bennett. Skills USA is represented tonight by seniors Taylor Strange, daughter of Todd and Sheila Strange, and Jacob Spence, son of James and Stephanie Spence. Our travel club representatives are seniors Miss Abigail Coleman, daughter of Jay and Rochelle Coleman, and Mr. Parker Moran, son of Kelly Moran and Kevin Moran. The Y Club is represented by seniors Miss Emily Adams, daughter of Kevin and Jennifer Adams, and Mr. Grant Harper, son of Scott and April Harper. Our next candidates this evening are seniors representing the yearbook. Addison Garrett, daughter of Ken Garrett, Teresa Kirby, John Kirby, and Max Bennett, son of Aaron and Tiffany Bennett. Representing spring sports, we have Miss Abby Elmore, who is a softball player, daughter of Casey and Tabitha Elmore, and junior Mr. Dalen Thomas, who runs track, son of Adam Wood and Megan Thomas. Next, we have seniors representing winter sports. Miss Kenzie Edwards, who is a cheerleader, daughter of Corey and Casey Edwards, and Mr. Isaac Hutchison, esports, son of Josie Davis and grandson of Jackie Davis. Now we would like to recognize our class representatives. For our freshman class, we have Miss Carly Curtis, daughter of Ashley Duncan and Chris Duncan, and Mr. Weston Shelton, son of Wes and Nikki Shelton. Next, representing the sophomore class, we have Elle Hedrick, daughter of Harley and Brooke Hedrick, and Sean Brody, son of Kelly Shelton and Jesse Brody. Our junior class is being represented by Ella Chapman, daughter of Adam and Michelle Chapman, and Kenyon Stevenson, son of Judy Hawkins and Dale Stevenson. Finally, our senior class is represented tonight by Miss Jaylee Shipp, daughter of Jonathan and Julie Shipp, and Mr. Matthew Estes, son of J.R. and Sammy Jo Estes. At this time, we would like to recognize our 2023 basketball homecoming queen, Hadley Adams. Hadley is currently attending Western Kentucky University, pursuing a degree in nursing. Hadley is being escorted tonight by senior basketball player Mr. Tate Spillman, son of Brent and Leslie Spillman. And now for the moment we have all been waiting for. Our 2024 homecoming king runner-up is Mr. Tate Spillman. Our 2024 homecoming queen runner-up is Miss J.C. Childress. The BCHS 2024 basketball homecoming king is Mr. Paul Maurez. Finally, our 2024 Barren County basketball homecoming queen is Miss Lexi Bush. Congratulations to all. The 2024 basketball homecoming was sponsored by the BCHS Pep Club, the Corner Shop, and Awards Incorporated.
All right, that concludes the homecoming activities. We'll be back with our halftime report after this break as the Trojans lead the South Warren Spartans 30-28 on WCLU 104.7 FM.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638, located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Barren. The People's Bank. Working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more.
Get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. The BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. The versatile lineup is built to help you make the most of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 72 months on select BX models. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales, 1311 West Main Street in Glasgow.
SCRTC's alternative to cable is MyStream TV. Switch today and save on your cable bill. Barren County led 22-15 at the end of the first quarter. Got outscored in the second quarter by South Warren 13-8, but still hanging on to a 2-point lead at 30-28. South Warren had 12 field goals in the first half. 2 of those were three-pointers. They were 2 for 2 from the line. Griffin Warden with 5 points, a 3, and a couple of free throws. Thad Hall with 6 on 3 field goals. Jason Decker, a couple of field goals for 4. Bryce Button went scoreless in the first half. Jace Jarvis with 2. Brandon Perkins 2. Clay Willis with 2. And Owen Shively leading the way for the Spartans with 7. He scored all those in the first quarter on 3 baskets, 3-pointer and 2 2-point baskets. 14 field goals for Barren County. 1 of those a 3-pointer, 1 of 3 from the line. 6 points for Tate Spillman, 3 field goals, a 3 for Bray Bewley, 2-point basket for Joshua Decker. 7 for Waylon Clemens, 3 baskets and a free throw, a 2 for Gavin Nunn, a couple of baskets for Cade Hardy, a couple of baskets for Will Brody Spillman, and a 2 for Jackson Reese. And quickly, let's look at the halftime stats brought to you by Riley Dental Group.
Probably the best shooting half we've had all year. 14 of 24 for 58%. Did struggle from 3, 1 of 7 for 14%, but we put enough points on the board otherwise. 12 of 32 was South Warren for 38. They were just 2 of 7 from behind the arc. Both teams turned it over 5. They out-rebounded us 18-13. Big stat, 8 offensive boards. We got to keep them off those offensive boards.
Second half, when we come back after this break. This is WCLU 104.7 FM.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always.
Are you looking for high-quality, cost-effective, and highly visible advertising? At ATM Media Solutions, we offer large-scale marketing with ease. We have 4 LED billboard locations: Highland Pharmacy in Sonic, the intersection of 31E and Trojan Trail, Highway 90 East, Burkesville Road, and our newest location in front of Gondolier. Call 270-629-4542 to get a quote today. ATM Media Solutions. Advertise with ease.
If you're ready for all Christmas all the time, tune to Santa 102.3.
Rocking around the Christmas tree.
Santa 102.3.
Take a trip down Candy Cane Lane with me. Run, run, Rudolph, let 'em make you fall.
The Christmas station. Santa 102.3.
Brought to you by Extreme Health Club at ATM Media Solutions. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer as we get set for second half action. The Trojans 30, the Spartans 28. Largest lead was 7 for Barren County. Of course, South Warren ended up with a 3-point shot at the buzzer to cut it to 2. Barren County with Cade Hardy, Tate Spillman, Waylon Clemens, Joshua Decker, and Bray Bewley. Bewley playing with 2 fouls. Here's Button going to drive against Decker. He'll put it up and in.
Strong move right to the bucket.
Button scores his first 2 tonight for South Warren to tie the game at 30. Bray Bewley with a basketball for the Trojans. Dumps it in the high post left to Clemens. Clemens waiting for Spillman to come. Spillman's got it out here. He gets a screen, wants to dribble left. He gets cut off there by Hall. Now sends it back to the right side to Cade Hardy. Got a whistle away from the basketball. And Decker is going to be called for the foul. I didn't see it.
Him and Button are kind of fighting back and forth on both ends, and that was kind of a coach-called foul. It was probably the right. Trying to watch the replay here. He kind of chucked Button there and discarded him. Probably the right foul call, albeit late.
Our instant replays brought to you by Glasgow Electric Plant Port. Here's Button right of the circle with it for South Warren. He'll give it over to Shively. Almost lost the handle. Could have been called for a walk there. They hook it back. It's deflected out of bounds. LaRue County leading Caverna 40-35 after 3 in that 18th district matchup. Russell County leading Metcalfe County 28-20 at halftime. As the ball came into Bewley, he fell down but handed the basketball over to Spillman. He'll give it to Hardy, right wing, lets it fly, got it for 3.
There you go. His feet were not right. He was kind of hobbling to get behind the three-point line instead of shooting a 19-footer. Got behind the line and knocked it down.
Hatcher and Sadler, 3-point shot for Cade Hardy. Gives the Trojans a 3-point lead. It's 33-30. Here's Button with it on the right side. Button will get rid of the basketball to Rardon. Being defended by Tate Spillman. Now it comes to Hall. He'll go left side with it to Decker. Decker gets a screen from Hall, rolls off, nothing happens there. Goes back out to Button. Button goes right side with it over to Rardon. Rardon fakes one way, goes the other, drives the basket and puts it in.
ISO'd us over there on the right side. No help could come, and it finally did late.
7 points for Rardon, 33-32. Trojans with a 1-point lead. Bewley working around to the right, free throw line, floats it over to Clemens. Back out to Bewley. Oh, a dangerous pass was deflected and caught there by Shively. He'll go underneath the Button and he'll lay it in.
Not sure where we were going there. That's one of those turnovers that leads straight to points.
And now South Warren on top, 34-33. 5:45 to go in the third. It comes over to Hardy in the corner to Decker. Decker looking, dribbles it back out to Clemens. Bewley on the left wing, coming off the curl screen. Hardy with a jumper, good.
We really need him to get going.
Yep. 9 points for Cade Hardy. 35-34 as we go back and forth here. Button will hand it off to Hall. And back over goes to Shively. Shively out to Hall. He'll swing it left over to Rardon. Rardon on the dribble. One-hand pass over for a 3. Shively no good. Crashing the board, Joshua Decker. Here comes Tate Spillman in front court. Angles off to the right, drives up the window and in, and a foul.
A lot of traffic to see that one, but he didn't kind of secure the ball, just kind of threw it up there because he knew contact was coming and got rid of it before he had to absorb it.
Foul is on Shively, his first, team's first of the quarter. And it's 37-34 Trojans now on a 4-0 run. Spillman for the free throw. It is up and it rims good. Hit the front of the iron, bounced off and in. 38-34 Barren County. 4:55 to play here in the third quarter. Spartans with the basketball as they get it out to Button. Now Button will send it to Rardon. Rardon curls off with a bounce pass. Broken up, stolen there by Clemens. Outlet pass. Here Spillman reverses it in.
Nice. Had two kids coming on the left side. He said, I'm going to the right.
And now it's 40-34 Barren. Back out to a 6-point advantage. Hall unloads it for 3 and he knocks it down.
Hate to give that one back up. They're not shooting well from the 3. That's just their third. They're 3 of 9.
Hall was 13 of 30 coming into the game from three-point land. Decker thinking about the 3. He's going to fire it up, and it's short.
Yeah.
And underneath the basket, Decker to get the rebound for South Warren. Here's Shively behind the back dribble on the right side. 40-37. Here's Hall out front with it. Hall will send it off to Shively. Down to the corner goes to Rardon. Now Rardon lobs it down inside there. He's triple team. That's Decker inside underneath the Button, and he puts it in.
Decker had to come to help on Decker, and nobody was there on Button. Wrap around easy assisted bucket.
6 points now for Button. 40-39 the score. Trojans lead it by 1 point. Here's Hardy with it deep on the right side. Gets a screen from Decker. He got fouled. No call. Well, they finally called it. I didn't think they were going to. And
we'd had a wide open layup on the back side, though.
So that is the second team foul?
I think so.
And that's 2 on Button. They're going to bring Willis back in. Rardon's going to take his seat. Button's going to go out. And Page will come in to replace him. Also, Hall goes out. Who'd they bring in for him? Perkins. Perkins is in there. Barren County with a 1-point lead. It's 40-39. He goes in the corner. Bewley for 3. It rattled out of there Battle for the rebound, and Nunn couldn't get a handle on it to pull it in. Got Jackson Reese back in the court now for Coach Warren Cunningham. So Bewley, Spillman, Reese, Nunn, and Hardy on the court for the Trojans. 40-39, 3:24 to go here in the quarter. Perkins with the basketball. Gets rid of it off to Decker. Decker across in the corner, back to Perkins in the corner on the right-hand side. Cuts up the baseline, spins up and under with a shot in there. Perkins, only a freshman, his second basket of the game. And South Warren back on top now, 41-40. Here's Hardy with the basketball. Hardy getting some pressure out there from Shively. Long bounce pass left, Spillman. Spillman's going to fire it up. Three-point shot, no. And Nunn couldn't get the rebound. Diving for it to lose 4, and it'll be a jump ball possession back to Barren. .246 to go here in the third. Barren County trailing by 1. It's 41-40.
Seems like a quick quarter.
And Bewley, Spillman's wide open in the corner. And fakes the three as Shively came out to get him. Jumps top of the lane. Out it goes to Hardy. Long distance three. Good.
2-3 steps behind the line, but Tate drew a crowd, kicked it out. Easy step in. That's just like morning shooting drill.
Yep. And Hardy with his second Hatcher and Sadler three-point shot underneath. There's a shot clock to go catch Nunn with a foul.
Probably was, but at least it was a good enough block for him not to get an and-one opportunity.
And it's going to put Decker of South Warren at the line for 2 shots. He's an 80% foul shooter. Glasgow leading Russellville 24-16. Game heard on WCLU 103.1 with Chase Landrum. Free throw is good for Decker. That is his first point of the second half. 5 points in the ball game, and now it's 43-42. Will Brody Spillman back in the court for Barren County. And back of the line is Jackson Decker. His second throw is rattling in. And it is tied at 43 with 2:29 to go here in the third period. Jackson Reese gets rid of it out to Bewley out front. He's guarded closely by Perkins. Dumps it off to Reese. Fires it off underneath to Nunn. He looked like he might have got a foul there, but no call.
He's got to make them call that foul. Instead of floating away, he's got to go to the rim.
Shively throws it off in the corner to Perkins. He tries to go baseline. Reese cuts him off. And now he circles around and now feeds it underneath for a shot. No good. Follow-up no good. Nunn clears it out of the air for the Trojans. He'll get rid of the basketball to Bewley. Bewley down the lane. Scoops it up. Missed it. Follow-up Reese. He's fouled.
Jackson, a good job just running the floor and going right to the rim. Ray tried to put a little too much English on it, expecting more contact than came.
And that foul was on Jackson Decker, his third, number 3 on South Warren here in the third period. Jackson Reese, free throw is good. His third point of the game, his first game back this season. Now Bewley and Hardy go out for Barren. And here's the free throw. Jackson Reese rims it good. 45-43. Trojans lead it by 2. Here's Perkins with the basketball for South Warren. Driving it to the basket. He'll lay it up and in and draw a foul.
It's a little back and forth right now, isn't it?
Yep. Foul is on Jackson Reese. That's his third, team's third of the quarter. And Perkins will go to the free throw line. 61.5% foul shooter on the season for the freshman. Averaging about 7.5 points a game. He's got 6 in this one. His free throw is up and it's good. So now he has 7, and now South Warren has taken the lead back, 46-45. Spillman with the basketball. Bounce pass off to Will Brody Spillman. Back out to Tate Spillman. Try to penetrate. Can't go. Has to throw it back out to Will Brody. He'll hand it behind him to Clemens. And now Clemens trying to make a move in his defender. Down to minute 22. Trying to get around him there. In the corner goes to Will Brody Spillman. He can't shoot. Now he stops and looks. Looking back out now it comes to Jackson Reese. Reese driving. Throws it up on the run. No. And Nunn chasing it down, gives it back to Clemens, fires it in there to Will Brody Spillman, and whistle, got a foul. 23. That is Page. And that is his first and the team's fourth of the quarter. And now Joshua Decker comes back in for Barren. Gavin Nunn goes out. Kate Hardy's back in for Will Brody Spillman. No, he's still on. He's throwing it in. Comes out to Spillman. Tate Spillman. In the corner, Will Brody. Can't shoot the three. Jumps it back out to Tate Spillman. He'll give it to Hardy. Just under a minute to play here in the third. And here's Will Brody going to fire up a three. Drains it.
Daring him to shoot it. They're in the 2-3 zone, and they just weren't coming out on him. So he said, I'll take that, and thank you.
Will Brody Spillman, his 7th point. A Hatcher and Sadler three right there. And in the corner, here's a three-point try. In and out. Ball's tapped out. And it's loose on the floor. We're going to have a foul as bodies tumble everywhere. And they're going to put this one on
Decker.
Joshua Decker, that's number 3 on him, and the 4th team foul on the Trojans here in the third period. Gavin Nunn's going to come back in. He'll come in for, let's see. He came in for Decker, so Bewley's back in for Tate Spillman. 36.8 seconds to go here. And a 2-point lead for Barren County at 48-46. Perkins will toss it in. As Perkins sends it out to Rardon. Rardon getting the screen. He's going to drive with it. Throws up the one-hand shot off the glass. No. Tapped up high in the air. Knocked down. Goes right into Perkins' hands, but he loses it and chases it down. Throws it back behind him. Rardon trying to split the defenders. Goes to the basket, and he's going to be fouled. And it will be charged too. Let's see.
Nunn.
It's on Gavin Nunn, and that's 3 on him.
It'll be 2 shots. We're in the penalty now.
With 22.1 seconds to play. Rardon with 7 points in the game, a 3, a 2, and a couple of free throws. And the first of 2 on the way, good. Tate Spillman quickly back in for Waylon Clemens. 48-47. And one more for Rardon. And he missed it. Rebound to Gavin Nunn. 18 seconds to go here in the quarter. Tate Spillman with the basketball. Gets it across midcourt against Perkins. Tries to take it right side and cuts back left. Reverses back right. Has to do something with it. Gives it to Will Brody Spillman. 5 seconds to play. Tate Spillman trying to spin away. Gives to Will Brody. Forces up a 3. It's way short. That ends the third quarter. And after 3, Barren County with a 1-point lead. It's 48-47 over South Warren. Back in 1 minute. This is Barren County basketball on WCLU 104.7 FM.
Hey, son, what you doing?
Daddy, I'm gonna own a dealership one day.
All right, I'll dream with you.
From one small dream to over 25 dealerships in the state of Kentucky, we have set out to provide Kentuckians with reliable vehicles and the best customer service for over 50 years. This may have started with a simple dream, but our dedication to our customers will go on for generations.
Quarter to go here at Barren County High School. Bobby Steenbergen Court, homecoming night. Trojans 48, Spartans 47. This fourth quarter brought to you by CPC Commodities. Proven in our farm and made for yours. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer here from Barren County High. Here's Button down in low there with a spin move. Trying to go against Clemens. Back out top to Button for 3, and he knocks it down. That's his 9th point of the second half. And now South Warren has taken back the lead, 50-48. I'm not sure how many changes we've had here. Oh, ball knocked away. Here goes Button. He's going to go all the way to the basket and lay it in. And a timeout by Coach Warren Cunningham. 52-49. South Warren with 7:26 to go in the basketball game. This is a timeout brought to you by Scooters Coffee.
Continue to shoot the ball well in the third. 6 of 12. 50% hit 3 threes, so half of our buckets were threes. That's obviously a big help. We've hit 4 tonight, a little bit better than we have been. We did give up 6 of 11 shooting to them, though, and they've started with back-to-back buckets to push it to 4. That's as biggest lead they've had in a long, long time. Maybe the whole game. I'm not. Yep. So we kind of blitzed them early and jumped out. 7's been our biggest. Is that right?
7. That's right.
So what I'm worried about right here is they find a little groove and we find a slump. You know, we have just been making enough shots to kind of keep pace with them. We can't afford a dry spell because we won't have enough time, obviously, to catch up.
Spillman getting away from Perkins, but then Perkins gets back in front of him. Now Clemens off the screen, drives the basket, flips up the shot, try to draw the foul. He gets hammered in there, and he'll go to the free throw line. The foul is on Button, his third.
Whalen prefers the left, but right there where the whole right side was open for him, he tried to windmill it back to the left. He would have had an easy layup there, and maybe an and one.
Waylon Clemens, 7 first-half points. First free throw is missed. Barren was 1 for 3 from the line in the first half, 1 for 2 here in the second half. And one more for Clemens. It's on the way, and he got that one. 52-49, South Warren as Hall returns. He'll replace Button for the Spartans. As Warden brings it up for South Warren. 1 minute gone here in the fourth. Straight away over goes to Perkins. Down to the corner now to Page. They work it right side, whistle, and the basket will not count by Jarvis, but he'll head to the free throw line. Nope, be underneath the basket. That's only the second foul of the quarter.
Don't want to get them in a free throw shooting contest either. They shoot it really well, 71% from free throws.
And Bewley, here's a long three by Rarden. He knocks it down.
Can't do much about that.
NBA three. 55-49, South Warren's largest lead of the game. Bray Bewley fakes, try to drive in, can't, gives it to Tate Spillman. In the corner goes to Clemens. Clemens now back out to Tate Spillman. Spillman trying to penetrate down the lane, scoops it up and in.
I was going to say it's danger time if we don't score right there. So good job finding a bucket.
55-51, Rarden runner, no good in the lane. Dumped it off, skipped off the hand of Hall. Tried to make a jump pass from the middle of the lane to underneath the basket. Too much on that one. Barren has the ball, trailing by 4. 6:13 to play. Going to leave it with Cade Hardy. Goes right side with it to Spillman. Now Spillman gets a screen from Decker. And he gets trapped. Has to do something with it. Yep. Goes underneath the Decker. He puts it in.
Good cross-court pass. The defense shifted as we made the skip pass. We went back against the grain there.
Back within 2 here. It's 55-53. South Warren. Hall gives it to Rarden. Now Rarden goes over to Page. Page wants to go. Spin move up and under. Can't shoot. Gives it back out now to Perkins. Now Perkins wants to make a move on Hardy. He'll go inside and miss the shot. Ball tapped right in the hands of Hardy. He gets fouled. It'll be on Jarvis. First on Jarvis and 2 on South Warren here in the fourth quarter. Hart County boys lead Allen County Scottsville 52-45 after 3. 5:23 to go here. Barren down 2. 55-53. Hardy with it on the right wing. Decker sets a screen. They come to chase him now. Hardy in a trap. Gives it off to Decker. Decker, jump pass down underneath. Here's Bewley going to the basket. Puts it in. They've got fouled.
Yeah, good job not panicking when the trap came, but somebody presented themselves, and then we whipped it around for the bucket.
Ties it at 55. 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Hall with the basketball. He'll work against Clemens. Hands it off out to Button. Now Button, he'll give it to Perkins. Perkins down low inside there. Spin move. And it's going to be an offensive foul.
He did a good job, and here's why he sold the charge. Because he took the first bump, slid, reestablished, and then let him hit him right in the chest. It wasn't a flop by any means. South wasn't happy with the call, but a good job defending by Tate. And we as a team have done a really good job climbing out of what I call danger time and tying it back up.
Ball comes into Spillman, almost fell down with it. We got the ball from Clemens on the inbounds pass. Perkins riding him down the floor. Cuts back left, back. Tap, foul on Perkins. His first, team's fourth of the quarter.
We're getting ready to shoot a bunch of free throws.
Yeah. We need to hit them, too.
Yeah, we've got to make them. We just, struggle there like we have everywhere else the last few games.
Some changes in the lineup. Jackson Reese comes in for Waylon Clemens. 4:41 to go, 55-55 the score. Here's Hardy with it out front. Hardy wants to drive. Pull up, 15-footer. Got it on the left elbow.
Very tough shot there. Pulled up on a dime and knocked it down from 15.
And Barren has taken the lead back at 57-55. South Warren loses it out of bounds.
Jackson calls that turnover. It forced him to throw it a little bit wider than he wanted to. It's tough to initiate the offense from the top of the key and caused a turnover. Not very many turnovers, but that's South's 10th tonight.
Here's Tate Spillman taking it left side, reversing back right. Got pressure out there from Decker. Down to 4:15 to play. 57-55 Trojans. Here's Spillman trying to go left side, hands it off in there to Decker. Decker turns to the left elbow. Over it goes to Hardy for a three-point shot. It's off the mark. And the rebound comes off to Decker for South Warren. Angling off left, he'll give it to Page. Page drives in, throws up the one-hander, no good off the front of the rim. Rebound yanked down by Joshua Decker. Here's Bewley. Gives it in the middle there to Decker. Decker backs out, hands it off to Hardy. They push Jackson Reese to the floor, no call.
Official was checking his shoe.
Timeout. Full timeout here by Barren County. 3:36 to play. It's Barren County 57, South Warren 55. This timeout brought to you by Scooters Coffee. This is WCDS 1230 AM, 104.7 FM, and WCLU 104.7 FM Glasgow. Trojanettes winning earlier tonight, 49-38, to go to 5-1 of the year. We'll head down to Allen County, Scottsville, big district game, doubleheader on Thursday night. And both teams for Allen County, Scottsville losing their game tonight. I'm not sure if I got the final on the girls' game.
Allen County girls' game was 68-45.
68-45, okay.
Yeah.
And in the boys' game, Hart County, it's kind of a weird doubleheader, but Franklin Simpson for the girls, Hart County for the boys, and Hart County leading the Patriots 52-45 after 3.
Not done you a very good job on scores here tonight in the boys' game, but you've been given a LaRue Caverna game, haven't you? You got any on that one lately?
Let's see.
58-51 with 30 seconds left is what I've got. LaRue leads Caverna.
58-51 LaRue?
Yeah, with 30 seconds left, and Clinton is leading Cumberland 52-39 at the end of 3.
It'll be interesting. 16th district this year. Bewley, left side over to Hardy. Back out front it comes to Bewley. 3:28 to play. Trojans spread the floor out here.
Back in zone.
Yep.
That's why.
Here's Spillman out of the corner for 3. Bounces high off the rim. And we'll have a jump ball possession arrow as Joshua Decker went in there and tied it up. Trojans get the ball.
Decker has to, tonight and for the rest of the year, play strong, like going up and getting that rebound.
Yep. And here's Hardy with the basketball on the left side. Brings it back out. 3:13 to go. Jackson Reese with it.
We can't hold it for 3 minutes, but we can wait till we get a shot that we like.
Yeah. South Warren 2-3 zone. They do apply pressure out front. Here's Hardy with it on the left side. And now Hardy, just under 3 minutes to play. Spillman working with it against Shively. Back to Hardy. Long 3 is bouncing.
Hit the support.
Yep, and it will be South Warren's basketball.
Maybe a little impatient. He's had a good night. He shot the ball better tonight than he has all year.
Yeah. He's had 2 threes in the second half. And 4 2-point baskets. South Warren's Rardon. You got to be watching him. Gets a screen from Button. Takes it to the left side. Now gives it to Button. Button can be a 3-point specialist too. Scoops up the shot. Got it to go down, and he's fouled.
Body check by Decker there on his way to the rim. He pulled us out about 15 foot and cleared out.
Yeah, that's going to be 4 on Decker. So Button gets the bucket. That is 13 points in the second half for Bryce Button. He puts up the free throw and he makes it to make it 58-57. And South Warren now will take a timeout with 2:33 to play, leading by 1 point.
Grab the lead back. This is the lowest point total they've had by far with their whole squad. We mentioned they lost 59-60 to Warren East in the first game of the year, but that was not with their full complement of players. Bryce Button, you just mentioned, being one of those, quarterback for their football team, signed, I think, with Eastern Michigan, right?
Right. Yeah, they scored 74 on University Heights, 88 against LaRue County, who they won by 6. They beat Metcalfe County by 43, 94-51. Allen County, Scottsville by 28, 100-72. And they beat Christian County on Saturday, 92-65.
LaRue, a team that just beat us by 24 the other night, they beat by 6. So, we are, I don't think there's anybody that's watched this for 5 minutes or watched all of our games. I don't think anybody would disagree that we have played by far one of the better games. Now, did we shoot it well against E-Town? Yes. Did we beat E-Town? Yes. But I don't think they're anywhere near as good as this team right here. They're not anywhere near as physical as South Warren, and this is a game more indicative of what I think the 4th region is going to look like the rest of the year for us.
Bewley with it out front. Left elbow, Clemens. Turns toward the basket, now gives it back out to Bewley. And now here's Hardy trying to drive. He gets cut off. In the corner to Bewley. Can't shoot the 3. Got a little bump there from Rardon, but no call. Decker has it out top. He'll give it back to Hardy on the left side in front of the Barren County bench. Now on the dribble, down to 2:06 to play. Curls around to the right side. He'll give it to Bewley. Curls into the paint, gives it back out to Tate Spillman. 2 minutes to play. Barren is down by 1. Bewley for a 3. Yes!
Hard to pass that one up deep left corner, wide open all day.
Hatcher and Sadler 3. That's 2 of them from Bray Bewley tonight, and Barren County regains the lead 60-58. And 1:44 left to play. Shively on the left side for the Spartans. Will circle it back out with 1:36. Shively. Bounce pass off to Button. Button looking right, now left. Looking inside there. Decker back to Button at the right elbow. He'll hand it back off there to Page. Now he looks inside over to Rardon. Rardon trying to work off of a screen. He drives in, throws it up. It is bouncing off the rim. Tapped up, no good. Goes right in the hand, and they miss it at point-blank range.
How did they miss
Coming
that?
down with the basketball is Hardy, and he has to call a timeout because he was trapped and had nowhere to go.
They had 4 looks at it from point blank, and I don't know how they didn't get one to go. And Hardy with a big, strong rebound and held on to it as he had somebody coming from both sides right there.
Greene County girls beat Campbellsville tonight, 54-46.
E-Town girls, you see that score? E-Town girls beat Greene County by like 30 the other night. I was a little surprised by that.
E-Town girls over Greene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, we're, this our 3rd week of basketball? So there's a lot of, you see there's a lot of movement in the polls, and there's a lot of up and down. There's a lot of people still figuring out rotations, who's going to play, who's going to get minutes, and who's going to be your go-to person. Things are going to change, and we've said a couple of times tonight we're surprised by some scores. I'd say people are surprised by this one, too, so far tonight.
Ball comes into Hardy. He'll throw it over to Spillman. 1:06, they're going to chase. They're going to trap. Race gets it across, bounce pass. Hardy lost the handle. Here's a run out of the other end as Rardon lays it in.
Threw it right off of his leg. Just a bad turnover for us that leads to a bucket.
Ties it up at 60. Spillman gets rid of it to Reese. Reese splits the defenders. A whistle.
No.
How is that an offensive foul?
That's a terrible call from a guy who's out of position. No. No. Anyway, that'll give them the ball back, 48, and a chance to take the lead. No. Anyway, we'll have to overcome that.
Yep.
Didn't get a break there. Have to overcome it with 48-4. So we're up 2. We go down, turn it over, and then their press causes us to commit an offensive foul and turn it over again to give them a chance to take the last shot. 48.4 is a long time for them to hold it. I don't know if they will, but they could have that opportunity to win it or force us into overtime. And I'm going to try to scroll back here, and we're on the opposite side of the floor with the camera to see that foul call, but just didn't get that break. They haven't really called a whole lot of hand checking, body bumping, stuff like that tonight, and didn't benefit us if they're going to press.
Rardon gets it inbounds out to Shively. He'll give it to Button out front. 45 seconds to play. We're tied at 60. Comes out to Rardon. He'll send it off in the right corner. Button with it. Got Gavin Nunn on the court right now. 34 seconds to go. Rardon coming off the screen. Spillman trying to stay with him. He'll give it to Page.
They're going to try to milk it down, aren't they?
Down to Button. 23 seconds. Rardon deep on the right side. Back out to Shively.
Got a foul to give if we want it.
Page now to Button. Button looking. 15 seconds to go. Page with it out front. Page back to Button. Down to 10. Here's Rardon with it. Rardon backs out of the dribble. May try to go one-on-one here. They set the screen. Rardon drives, throws it up. It is no good. And that will do it. We'll go to overtime.
Good defensive stand there. We had to go all 40, almost 45 seconds, and they got a one-on-one move, one-on-one action with their leading scorer, and we just cut them down.
So we go to a 4-minute overtime here. 60-60 the score.
Been a good game. Just to be honest with you, and I did roll it back. It looked like Jackson's off arm kind of pushed off a little bit, so that was a break that we didn't get, but it was probably the right call, unfortunately. That gave them opportunity to look at that last bucket, but we'll move on. Made a defensive stand, so we get a second opportunity here. First overtime game of the year.
Yep. Sure is.
I said earlier, doing the math, you take out the E-Town game, and we're only averaging 46 points a game. Well, you throw in the E-Town game, our numbers go up a little bit. We're averaging 51. So we have scored it a little bit. Obviously, that's easy math, right? 15 a quarter. So we have scored it a lot better tonight. We have dropped off a little bit here in the second half, but we have to be as good defensively as we do taking care of the ball on the offensive end here in this 4-minute overtime. We can't let them jump out to a little clip that we can't catch up from.
The two Deckers in the jump circle. Jackson Decker for South Warren, Joshua Decker for Barren County. Here's a toss and a tap as Bewley got a hand on it but couldn't pull it down. So South Warren on the attack here. Button on the right side. Button gives it out top now to Page. Back to Shively. Over it goes to Button. Button now throw it back out to Shively. Swings it left now to Page. Bounce pass is going to hit the foot of somebody over there. Clemens, I think.
Yeah.
So it will stay with the Spartans with 3:40 to go here in this overtime period. Tied at 60. Hart County beats Allen County Scottsville tonight 64-56. There's Button coming off the screen. Rardon back to Button. Fakes, drives in, dumps it off inside there. And going up with a shot, it's in there for Decker.
Mismatch there towards South Warren.
62-60 Spartans. 3:23 to go in overtime. And left elbow is Joshua Decker. He'll hand it off out to Spillman. Spillman trying to split the defenders. Turns, throws it up with the right hand. Can't get it to go in. Tapped up in the air. Pulled down by Rardon.
Tough shot.
There's Rardon right down the middle. Goes under. Oh.
We set up
Bewley or Decker.
Bewley.
So Decker, or Bewley, that's his fourth. Decker has 4. Reese has 4. And Rardon's a good free throw shooter. He's 3 of 4 tonight.
I think they're all good free throw shooters, aren't
they shoot 71% as a team. Here's the shot for Rardon, and it's good. 14 for Rardon. Shively checks out for South Warren. Perkins is in to replace him. One more for Rardon. And it's on the way, and he got them both.
He's about an 80% free throw shooter. Minimal numbers to look at, but he still pours them in there.
Right. Now 4-point South Warren lead at 64-60 here in overtime. Just under 3 minutes to play.
Got to be productive here.
And here is Clemens. Hardy's open. Lets it fly. 3. It rims off. And Rardon with a rebound for South Warren. Good look. Just wouldn't go down. Stolen away by Tate Spillman. He tried a behind-the-back dribble. Bounce pass over to Bewley. Lays it in.
Great pass. And one. An and one opportunity. Didn't see it because we were so far away, but the and one opportunity fouled there on the layup.
Rardon will commit his third.
That's a big steal turnover because you're in danger of basically it being a 2, if not 3 possession game and it just being out of reach halfway through the overtime period. Instead of steal, it puts you right back in a 1-point opportunity maybe.
Here's Bewley's free throw. Good.
And there it is. Back to 1.
64-63, South Warren, 2:36 to go in overtime. Shively over to Page, down in the corner to Button. Button now puts down the dribble. Sends it off to Rardon, dribbling it off the back of his foot. Spillman, dive, and we're going to have a foul.
That was going to be over and back.
Yeah, it would have been over and back.
Fortunately, but what happened there, he actually touched it, which nullified the over and back, but he jumped on the back of his body, so that is a foul call before the over and back because Tate is the one that touched it first. And so we should get 2 free throws with Tate at the line.
That foul was on Button. That's his 4th. So now, I think he's the first Spartan to pick up 4. Decker has 3. Rardon has 3 for South Warren. So they wipe up the wet spots. 2:20 to go in overtime. 64-63. Spillman is 1 for 2 at the stripe tonight. 2 big ones here. First one on the way. Good.
Right down Broadway.
Ties it at 64. Button checks out for South Warren. Coming back in is Hall. And one more now for Tate Spillman. He's got 14 points, make it 15 as he connects. 65-64 Trojans. They come back with 5 straight. 2:14 to play in overtime. Driving, dumping underneath, and a shot put up and in by Decker.
Got beaten. We had 2 people go help instead of 1, which left Decker wide open on the baseline.
Hardy with the basketball out front, down to 2 minutes to play in overtime. Gets with the basketball to Bewley on the left side. Bewley gets a screen. He's picked up his dribble, needs some help. Hands it off to Spillman. Spillman now gives it back to Bewley. Thought about the 3. They go to Decker, right of the lane. Kicks it back out to Hardy with 1:45 left. Timeout by Warren Cunningham. This will be a full timeout with 1:45 to go in overtime. It is South Warren 66, Barren County 65. And update score after 3. It's Glasgow 35, Russellville 33. Down at Russellville.
Well, been a really good basketball game. Didn't really expect it to come down to where it is, but you've got to respect our effort tonight and respect kind of what we've been able to do. And honestly, what have we played tonight? We played 2, 4, 6, 8 guys, haven't we? And all of them have kind of come in there and given us a lift. Jackson being back helps tremendously. He doesn't bring you a whole lot of size at 5'11", but he brings you that fight and that extra energy. Obviously, 5 more fouls. He's used 4 of his 5 tonight. But our guards have played good. Bray's made a couple of threes. Tate's been really solid. For the first time this year, Hardy's been somebody that's kind of been a go-to shooter. Will Brody coming off the bench has got a 7. So, we spread it around. We made enough shots tonight, but we have to really close it out. And being down 1, this is a big-time possession for us to do something positive. Is it a do-or-die possession? No, but it clearly helps when we keep pace with them and kind of seesaw it back and forth.
Cade Hardy will toss it in. It comes out to Bray Bewley. Minute 43 left in overtime. Barren County down by 1. It's 66-65. Looking for Hardy. He's got it in the left corner. Decker posted down low with a spin move. Goes up against Hall, and he's fouled.
Good move. Little inside-out move, and got Hall to come over top of him.
Second foul on Hall. Be 2 shots for Joshua Decker. And he is 7 of 13 from the foul line of the season. Couple of field goals here tonight. And the first of 2 is on the way, and it rams and stays down.
Used all that real estate.
Yep. Ties it at 66. Perkins checks out. Shively back in for the Spartans. And Decker back of the line for one more. Puts it in the air, and it is good. Barren has regained the lead, 67-66. 90 seconds left in overtime here. As they go left side with it to Page. Page looking for Warden, can't find him. Putting down the dribble, now comes back out to Warden, straight away over to Shively. Shively goes right side with it to Hall. Back out it comes to Page. Page goes back over to the left side to Shively. Shively back out front to Warden. Down to 1:08 to play. Right side it goes to Page. Page sends it back up to Shively. Free throw line, jump shot comes off. And the rebound to Decker. He'll give it to Hardy. 1 minute to play in overtime. Trojans lead it by 1. Here's Hardy. He'll give it off to Spillman. Spillman in the front court with it on the right-hand side. 50 seconds to play. Getting pressure out there. He'll work it off to the right side. He'll give it to Hardy. Down to 45 seconds to play. Hardy moves in. Here's his shot. Got it!
Tough shot. Tough shot. Big-time shot because you're in between. Milk the clock or run some offense.
Here comes Warden with it. Down. He almost drug the pivot foot there. Give it in the corner to Warden. Warden fires up a 3, and he hit it.
Timeout South as they tie it back up. That was a deep 3 with a hand in his face.
Warden now with 10 points here. The fourth quarter overtime period. 18 for the ball game. 69-69, 28 seconds to play in overtime. Be Barren County's basketball.
We're in the same position they were at the end of regulation, and that's win it or do it all over again.
Yep.
They did it from 43.9, if I'm not mistaken. We've got 28.1, and the ball to bring the full length of the floor. You guarantee they're going to pick up full court pressure. They did there at the end of regulation, and we turned it over in back-to-back situations. So we've got to be prepared for them to come at us and not expect the officials to decide it with a foul call. We've got to be very, very strong with it and not leave our teammates with the ball. Got to go help too.
Cade Hardy has 16 points tonight. Tate Spillman has 15. Bray Bewley has 11. 3 players in double figures tonight for the Trojans, who led 22-15 at the end of the first quarter. Led by 2 at halftime and 1 point at the end of 3 before we went into regulation. Russell County beats Metcalfe County boys tonight by 20.
Wow.
78-58.
Didn't expect that one. And I didn't expect them to back it off in the half court either, but they are going to let us walk it up here. They'll be under 20 when we start our offense.
And here's Bewley, left side over to Clemens. Clemens down to 18 seconds. Spillman on the right side, covered up by Perkins. Spillman dribbling to the left. He'll give it back off to Clemens. Down to 10 seconds to play. And a whistle. Timeout.
We are not
full timeout by the Trojans.
Not doing a good job keeping up with timeouts on the board, so I didn't know how many we had left, but Warren milked it down to 9, and now we're going to draw up a quick hitter. You would like to shoot it with 2 or 3. You don't want to shoot it with 5 or 6 to give them a chance to put some dribbles on the floor going the other way, but if you shoot it with 2 or 3, you at least get a putback opportunity to try to tap it in there if it misses.
Yep. 9.4 is all that's left. Overtime here. 69-69, Barren County's basketball. Hey, I was surprised about that girls score earlier tonight, too. Russell County girls beating Metcalfe County 76-66.
Russell County had struggled. I'm not sure they had won a game, to be honest with you. I have to look at their stuff.
Unless Metcalfe County had somebody out tonight, I don't know, but We'll be at Allen County, Scottsville Thursday night. Only one night off and big district doubleheader. Girls at 6, boys to follow. 5:45 airtime here.
Yeah,
big district games coming up.
That was Russell girls' first win, and they got a big one over Metcalfe County. Western boys win tonight, 86-73 over Seattle.
All right, here we are, the final 9.4. Barren County's basketball. Bewley looking, gets it in play to Clemens. Clemens had it poked away, but Bewley got it back. Bewley now looking, in trouble, gives to Spillman, down to 3, down to 2, forcing up the three-point shot. It's an air ball, and we'll go to double overtime.
That's the risk you run. I don't mind what Warren did at all, but that's the risk you run. We were in a little bit of a flow, I'm not saying we're in a great flow, but we were in a little bit of flow with that first possession before he called timeout. When you call timeout, that allows them to kind of reset the pieces and really kind of clamp down on you. We didn't even get it inside the three-point line, and Tate had to take really what wasn't a good shot to try to win it there in overtime.
Well, double overtime here at Barren County High, a homecoming night. Looking at the three-point shots, Barren County has hit 5 tonight.
I've got 5, yeah.
And South Warren has hit 6.
Yeah, they hit 1 in overtime. They hit 2 in the fourth quarter. So they hit 4 this half, if you will, and 2 in the first. Yeah, and that, I'm not gonna be critical of Warren because it's a 50-50 call. So I'm not doing that, but. It's kind of like you call timeout in football when you see their setup and they completely do something different. So that's what happened there in overtime.
Here we go again. The tap controlled by the Trojans this time as Bewley jumped in front.
Finally won one, didn't we?
Yep. Here in the double overtime period, 4 minutes. Here's Hardy with the basketball out top to Spillman. And now Spillman putting down the dribble. He'll send it left side over to Bewley. They got Decker posted up in there, but he can't get it to him. Here's Spillman on the right wing. Thought about the 3. Now look, gives to Hardy. Hardy now on the dribble. Down to 3:28. Gets a screen set from Spillman. Now here comes Hardy. Goes back left side to Clemens. Down low is Decker. Inside, scoots underneath, puts up the shot. No good, but a foul.
Lucky you didn't get a walk call there as he kind of slid from the left to the right side.
Foul is on 23. That is Page, his second. You look at the foul situation. Button has 4, Decker 3, Rardin 3 for South Warren. Barren County, Bewley and Decker both have 4. Free throw way short. And Nunn has 3, and Reese has 4.
I feel like they haven't played as many kids tonight as they normally do either. They've really went with kind of a core group here, especially down the stretch.
Yeah, they've played 9, haven't they, altogether? Some maybe a minute or 2. Here's Decker for his second free throw shot, and he missed them both. And South Warren with a rebound coming the other way. Here's Shively. Shively taking it to the right side, gives to Button. Button in the corner to Shively. Shively circles it out. We're in double overtime here at Barren County. 69-69 the score. Rardin left side over to Shively. Shively out top, Button. Thought about the 3. Now here's Page for 3, and it's off the mark. Rebound to Tate Spillman. Spillman angling off to the left, curls around. He'll give it out to Hardy. Now to Bewley. Now Bewley down to 2:45 to go in double overtime. Throws it off to Clemens. Clemens sends it back out now to Hardy. Hardy working out there against Shively. Right elbow, it's Decker. He'll give it to Bewley. Long range right. Out top it comes to Spillman. Spillman sends it left side. Here's Hardy for a 3. It's off the mark, and the rebound comes off to Page.
A little long one.
Rardin in the front court with it for South Warren. We've played almost half of the second overtime period here. As they kick it around the perimeter to the left, it's Rardin with the basketball. Rardin out top, Button open. 3 if it goes. It's no good. Spillman claims the rebound. Spillman into the front court quickly. Stops, angles off left, falls down in the corner. Clemens for a 3. It is off the mark. And the rebound to Rardin. Down to minute 55. Hands it off to Shively.
And a straight 3s.
Yep. And here, going inside, there's a jump stop and a shot. No good. Clemens, or rather Bewley with a rebound. On the run, 3-on-2. Here's Spillman, 3 in the air, no good. And the rebound comes off to South Warren.
Need something beside
Long
the 3.
pass underneath, and it's knocked out of his hands. Hardy will be charged with a foul, but it's saved an easy 2. And going to the free throw line will be Jackson Decker.
Those threes look good until they're bounding off the rim and going to the other way.
Yep. So Decker for 2. He's hit a pair tonight. Has 10 points in the basketball game. And he hits the first one. 70-69 South Warren. 1:33 to go in the double overtime period. Jackson Reese is back in for Barren for Waylon Clemens. And Decker back in the line for one more shot. It's on the way, and he got them both. 71-69 South Warren. 1.5 to go in the second overtime period. Here's Hardy. Long bounce pass right over to Spillman. Spillman covered up by Perkins. They come chasing him. He's double teamed. They take it away from him. And it's almost stolen away. Diving for it is Spillman on the floor. Trying to call a timeout.
Yeah, he got it.
All right.
He got it. That may be our last one, though, which is okay. They have the possession arrow because we got the tip, and I don't see how any way that wouldn't have resulted in a jump ball without Tate diving on it and getting that timeout call.
1:14 to go. Second overtime. 71-69 South Warren. It'll be Barren County's basketball. See if we had anything else to update here. So we got the final. LaRue beat Caverna, is that right?
I didn't have that one.
I don't have the final yet.
Bowling Green beat Christian County 82-53. I think that's a boys' score. The girls were a little closer than that.
So Barren County has one timeout remaining, and South Warren has, 3?
If the board's right, I think they at least have a couple.
May have an extra one because of the overtime, right?
Right.
You get an extra overtime or extra timeout in overtime. All right, 1:14 left. Double overtime, 71-69 South Warren. Barren County's basketball. South Warren will drop out. They won't press.
It's just a one-possession game. It feels like we haven't done a whole lot here in overtime because we haven't.
Nope.
Not a point.
Bewley. And, Spillman fighting through a screen. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah.
Well,
have to watch that one again. Trying to fight through a screen.
Clemens will check back in for Reese. As the ball comes into Rardon. Spillman guarding him. 1:05 to go in double overtime. And Rardon getting to the right side of the floor. Goes into the corner, trying to go baseline. Throws it off in the corner. Shively with a shot, no good. And they get the offensive rebound with 52 seconds to play.
Inadvertent whistle.
But Jackson Reese will come back in. He'll come in now for Joshua Decker. 51.3 to play. 71-69 South Warren. As the ball comes out to Shively. Got Hardy guarding him. Brings it in front court. Right side corner goes to Hall. He's in a trap.
Go get that.
Yep. Oh, it got poked away, but right in the hands of South Warren. Has 37 seconds. Here's a cross-court pass over to Rardon. 33 seconds to play. Foul on Bewley.
He didn't mean to because we were not really ready to foul, and especially because that was his fifth one.
Fouls on number 3,
Yep. So Bray Bewley will foul out with 11 points. 32.4 left here, double overtime, 71-69. Rardon is 5 of 6 from the charity stripe. So Decker will come in for Bewley.
Into the Spartans lineup, number 2, Perkins. Barren at the line for 2.
Really good free throw shooter.
Yeah.
We just mentioned 80%.
Yep, he hits the first, 72-69. And he'll have one more.
Just haven't been able to we haven't scored at all in overtime.
Yep. It's on the way, and it trickles in. And that's a 2-possession game. 73-69, Spartans 32.4, double overtime.
Got to go quick, and then there's not a whole lot of picking and choosing to do there on their, early in the year you can't really look at free throws, but pretty much everybody that they've got out there is a pretty decent free throw shooter, or not been there enough to know if they are or not, if that makes sense. You got some kids on there that have been there 1 or 2 times, 3 times, 6 times, so that's not really, there's no law of averages there at all.
Well, they've hit 11 of 12 since halftime. They've only missed 1 free throw. Rardon missed the only free throw. Decker's 4 for 4. Rardon 5 of 6 in the second half, including the overtime. Both Button and Perkins hit a free throw and a 3-point play. Greene County beats Campbellsville boys tonight, 87-63. Barren will play Campbellsville later in the season. Here, Trojans need a bucket pretty quick.
Yep.
Down 4, comes into Hardy. He'll give it off to Spillman. 30 seconds to play. Over it goes to Hardy. Hardy, too much time running off here. In the corner, Spillman. He can't pull the trigger. Back out it comes to Hardy. 18 seconds. Long 3 is off the mark. Goes over the backboard.
Didn't have to have a 3. Just needed a bucket. Now we got to play defense. I've got us 0 of 5 in overtime combined from 3.
Yeah. 14.7 to play. As the Spartans get the ball in play. To Hall. He mishandled it. But they're going to call a timeout here. It's Clemens and Jackson Reese were trying to dive for the basketball.
Now we called a foul first. Looked like
so they put it on Clemens. Well, I didn't see that, but
he kind of held his arm up like he was calling a foul and then pointed to the timeout, so I didn't know which one was which.
Yeah. Hall's going to be at the line. He hasn't been there tonight. 9 points. Just 12 seconds remaining here in the second overtime period. A free throw is bouncing and comes out. Hall for the second of the 2. It's on the way, and he got that one. 74-69. Ball comes into Spillman. Pushed it up the court. Reversing back right. Trying to drive to the basket. He'll throw it up. Missed the layup. Ball's tapped out. 5 seconds to play. South Warren will win it here in double overtime. 74-69 over Barren County. We'll come back with our post-game report. Brought to you by SCRTC. After this break, this is Trojan Basketball on WCLU 104.7 FM.
So Aerosafety is an international safety consulting company based right here in Glasgow, Kentucky. We offer a wide variety of services, ranging anything from safety training to administrative services like policy procedures. It's any manufacturing, any industry around our area, we can apply that. And we can also make everything site-specific to the customer. So we make sure we're incorporating the company's policies, procedures, applicable hazards, equipment, things like that it's make it more relevant and engaging for the customer. Aero Safety is here to keep your employees safe and keep your business headed in the right direction.
Hello, Barren County. This is Amy Irwin, Superintendent of Barren County Schools. As we celebrate the holiday season, we want to take a moment to reflect on the incredible year we've had. From the achievements of our students to the dedication of our teachers and staff, Barren County Schools continues to shine. This season is all about gratitude, togetherness, and hope. On behalf of our entire district, I want to thank our families and community for your unwavering support. You make all that we do possible. Merry Christmas.
Hi, I'm Shelley Gross, the chair of the Barren County Board of Education. The heart of Barren County is our people, our students, teachers, staff, and families. During this season of giving, let us remember the importance of kindness, compassion, and supporting one another. From our Board of Education to each and every one of you, we send our warmest wishes for a wonderful holiday season.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Barren County Schools.
South Warren goes to 6-1 on the year. Barren County drops to 1-5 on the season. This is the postgame report brought to you by SCRTC. SCRTC's alternative to cable is MyStream TV. Switch today and save on your cable bill as we take a look at the postgame stats brought to you by Southern States in their new location on Cross Street. Barren County led 22-15 at the end of the first quarter, 30-28 at halftime, 48-47 after 3. Ended in regulation at 60-60, and then the first overtime was 69-69, and Barren County unable to score a point in the second overtime period to fall 74-69. South Warren had 27 field goals. 6 of those were three-pointers. They were 14 of 16 from the foul line, and they had 4 players in double figures. Griffin Rardon leading the way for South Warren tonight with 20 points. Thad Hall had 10. 12 for Jackson Decker, 14 for Bryce Button, all those coming in the second half of the overtime periods. 2 points for Jace Jarvis. Also 7 for Brandon Perkins. Clay Willis had 2, and Owen Shively had 7 for the Spartans. For Barren County tonight, same number of field goals, 27. 1 fewer three-pointer than the Spartans. They had 5, and Barren County was 10 of 15 from the foul line. Had 3 players in double figures, led by Kate Hardy with 16. He had 7 baskets. 2 of those were three-pointers. 15 for Tate Spillman. He had 6 baskets, 3 of 4 from the foul line. Bray Bewley scored 11, had a couple of threes and a couple of twos and a free throw. 8 points for Waylon Clemens tonight. He had 7 of those in the first half. 6 points for Joshua Decker, 2 baskets, 2 of 4 from the foul line. 4 points for Jackson Reese. A basket and 2 free throws and a 2-point basket from Gavin Nunn. Will Spillman, I mentioned, Will Brody Spillman had 7. He had a 3 and a couple of 2s in the game tonight. And I thought the Trojans played a lot better than they have in any game this year. Just came up short in this one. Not able to score in that second overtime period.
Yeah, we fought along for most part of the way and just kind of ran out of gas, I think, a little bit. 27-54, shoot 50%, 5 of 23. Started struggling a little bit down the stretch on threes, just 1 of 9 in the fourth period in overtime. So 5 of 23 there for 22%. You mentioned they hit 27 too. They were 27 of 62, so shot a little worse percentage, but more shots for 44%. 6 of 16 from 3 for 38. Not a lot of turnovers. 10 for them, or 10 for us, 12 for them. They out-rebounded us though by a ton. By 14, 40-16, 16 offensive boards, just 4 for us. That's a huge number. They got a lot of extra looks at down the stretch and even throughout the game as they started trying to claw back. But much better effort. This team plays this way for the majority of the year. We're going to win a lot more games than we have started the year with. So a lot of things went right for us. The win didn't happen, but a lot of things went right for us today, and I'm happy with the effort. We just wish we could have closed it out, but this didn't happen.
Coach Warren Cunningham makes his way over for coach's comments. Brought to you by Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Jamie Harris and Sheila Perkins. As we'll get the headsets on Coach Cunningham. Coach, I know it's a tough loss for you, but I thought we really competed. I thought we played hard, just came up short at the end.
Yeah, we did. There's a lot of positives to take from this. I thought we
I just told the guys I thought it looked different. I thought our practice yesterday was good. We competed and mixed it up, and I thought we did the same thing tonight. We competed on a consistent basis, not just a few plays here and there, but I thought we really competed, and I thought everybody contributed to that, and I was proud of our team. I was proud of the effort. I was proud of the way we played. Execution, got to clean some things up. I've got to be better, and we got to execute a little bit better in those late game situations. But it's a learning process for all of us, and told the guys we'll be right back in that situation soon, and learn from this, and we'll be better the next time.
You're the only team that's held them below their point average on the season, other than the Warren East game. They've been averaging 84.5. You owed them to 74, but they, we had some good looks tonight. They just wouldn't go down for us.
Yeah, we did, and I thought especially there in the, I can't remember all of it, but in the late game situation, I thought Tate had a good look, he missed. Cade had a couple good looks, he missed. Waylon had a good look. I thought we had some really good opportunities, and then they made the tough one there when we were up 3. I guess it was maybe at the end of the first overtime. I can't remember. It all runs together, but Raritan made the tough 3, the fader there right in front of their bench. That if he misses that and we get the rebound, we're in better shape. But that kind of stuff happens sometimes, and you got to play through it. And I was proud of our team though.
I thought, I thought we played really hard and played much better than we have the first few ball games here this season.
Yeah, it was, and the thing about it is, this group has never played together, and we've had very little practice time, and those can all be excuses, but they're also reality. When you the things that we do are very much based on cohesiveness and teamwork and those type of things. And when you haven't had the opportunity to do that very much, it makes playing together and knowing what each other is going to do very difficult. And I just thought we competed. I thought we made a lot of winning plays throughout the game. It looked like there early in the third, they went on that little run, maybe early in the fourth when they went up 5, and you kind of felt like, it's kind of one of those moments we've had over the first few games when things maybe the Warren East game started to slip away, and we bounced back and made a couple plays right after that, and got us right back in it. So just really proud of our guys and the way that we competed. It was really good to have Jackson Reese back in there. Yeah, he gave us good minutes, and on both ends, offensively went in and scored. He made a nice assist. He took a charge, and those are all positive things and winning plays. And we need more and more guys to do those things.
We've only got a night off. You go to Allen County, Scottsville Thursday, a team that South Warren beat 100-72 last Thursday. They did get an addition transfer from Warren East, Kyler Pettigo, who seems to be the main cog or the main scorer for them this year.
Yeah, well, I just told the guys this. You can't compare scores because, and we all do it, but you can't compare scores because, especially in this situation, we don't play like South Warren does. They really play. They want to play up and down and run and gun and shoot quickly. And I thought we took him out of a lot of that tonight. But you can't get into comparing scores. And it's a district matchup, a game that's always been a big rivalry, and it's always been a very competitive game. And us going on the road, and we need a win in the district. And I know that obviously the Pettigo kid, it really changes their team because he gives them a dynamic scorer and a guy that can really fill it up. I think he had 20, maybe 29 against South Warren the other night. But they have a very experienced team as well. In addition to him, a group of guys that we played several times over the last few years. So it's important tonight we get some rest, come back tomorrow and have a good workout, and hopefully this can carry over. And I told the guys not to worry about the winning and the losing. I'll worry about that part. Just worry about getting better and keep improving, and those things will take care of themselves over time.
Of course, both you and Allen County Scottsville only have one night off. They played tonight, lost to Hart County by 8. I think it was 64-56. So both of you all have just the one night off to get ready for Thursday.
Yeah, and that's just kind of part of it. Sometimes throughout, especially when you get around this time of year with Christmas tournaments and things, sometimes you don't have much time off at all. But it's important. We got some guys play a ton of minutes tonight, especially in a double overtime game. So, and our guys they're used to this kind of stuff, so they'll get some rest, and we It's important. I told them, it's important. We go hard tomorrow. We don't necessarily have to go long, but we do have to go hard, and we have to compete on a daily basis like we have the last couple of days.
Coach, we'll see you on Thursday night.
All right, thanks, Jay.
Thanks, Warren. Appreciate it. Coach Warren Cunningham, the Trojans falling in overtime, double overtime here tonight to South Warren, 74-69. We'll come back and wrap it up after this timeout. This is Barren County basketball at WCLU 104.7 FM.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey Lindsay, it's been really hot, and with warm weather comes pests.
Well, Billy, at Southern States, we have bug sprays and pest control products to use around your home. We want you to be able to enjoy the summer pest-free.
And outdoor grilling season is also here.
Everyone can get their propane tanks for your outdoor grills and fire pits filled at Southern States in Glasgow.
Propane summer fills are also coming up.
Call 651-6167 or 651-2159 for your local Southern States.
And we are now on 120 Cross Street, just off 31E South.
Reliable internet and great customer service? Two things you'd like to have? I'm talking local service and quick response when my internet is out, which never happens, by the way. That's exactly the type of customer service you get from an awesome internet provider like SCRTC. Not only do they provide gig speed and superior Wi-Fi solutions, SCRTC backs it up with phenomenal customer service. That is true value in an internet provider. Go to scrtc.com and get yours with an unmatched service guarantee.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638. Located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Barren. The People's Bank. Working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more.
Get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. The BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. The versatile lineup is built to help you make the most of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 72 months on select BX models. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales, 1311 West Main Street in Glasgow.
As the Trojans fall in double overtime, 74-69 to South Warren. And in our earlier game tonight, the Trojanettes winning by a score of 49-38 over the Lady-Spartans. Our next broadcast Thursday night from Allen County, Scottsville, Girl-Boy District 15 doubleheader. The Trojanettes and the Lady Patriots will tip it off at 6, with the boys' game to follow. Will be in there at 5:45 here on WCLU 104.7 FM. Until then, for Robert Bauer, studio producer Jake Norris, and Aaron Russell with a live stream, this is Jay Turner. Until Thursday night, thanks for being with us, and good night, everybody, from Barren County High School Gym.